Last time out, 6 shutout innings and a win versus Texas for Clay Buchholz. Tonight, he faces the Rays. Beautiful as always outside Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, Florida. And a good crowd on hand tonight for the middle game of the 3-game series between the Red Sox and the Tampa Bay Rays. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo. Welcome to Red Sox baseball. Another long game last night for the Red Sox, an 11-inning game, and a great deal of use for the bullpen. Of course, there's been sickness out on the bullpen as well, and some guys have not been available all the time, but they're starting to get a little bit taxed. We take a look at the numbers over the last 5 games for the Red Sox pen. 75.4 pitches over the last 17 2/3. Javier Lopez has 13 appearances this season. He's tied for most in the American League. Ardsma and Del Carmen have 12 appearances each. The bullpen threw 171 pitches over the last 2 games. They'll be looking for Buckholz to go deep into this one. We welcome in Jerry Remy. And Jerry, no Ortiz in the lineup tonight, and yet another frustrating night.
You know, Don, even the great hitters in this game of baseball struggle at times, and David Ortiz last night was about as frustrated as I've ever seen him since he's been a member of the Boston Red Sox. I mean, nothing in that ball game would go right for him. Popping up, you can see him throwing the bat, dropping his helmet, just getting, more and more upset with every single at bat, and it just grew and grew and grew all night till he got to a spot later in the game where he had a chance to maybe win the game for the Red Sox, and ends up hitting this ball here, and out of frustration and hustle, diving into first base. Well, what that caused him is to bang up his surgically repaired knee, and he is not in the lineup tonight because of that. He was originally in it, but then had to be scratched. But the amazing thing about Ortiz is still, it looked like he was getting hot. He has 20 runs batted in. That's the same amount as Manny Ramirez has, but yet he has struggled during the season. The good sign is the Red Sox offense is still number 1 of the league, and Ortiz hasn't turned it on yet.
Red Sox looking to bounce back tonight in Game 2 of the series against the Rays. Back at the Trop after this.
Who gave Otto the paint?
Bill Dodge Auto Group is the car and truck dealer with the biggest selection and the best deal in Maine. And our Westbrook Service Center is open 7:30 a.m. to midnight for your convenience. Visit us online at BillDodgeAutoGroup.com. Bill Dodge Auto Group.
Here are 3 good reasons why you should get off the couch and call an affiliate of Le Cordon Bleu Schools North America. 1, they'll send you complimentary information about the world-famous Le Cordon Bleu culinary program. 2, they can help prepare you for an exciting career as a chef, pastry chef, caterer, or more. 3, it can open a door for the kind of future you've always wanted.
Call now for a complimentary career guide. Operators are standing by. Call 800-507-7250. That's 800-507-7250.
Homeowners, do you need help getting out of your adjustable rate mortgage? Meet TopDot. We're turning the mortgage industry upside down. TopDot's not like your traditional mortgage bank. We're authorized by the federal government to offer FHA loans to homeowners with less than perfect credit. That means you can get a low 30-year FHA fixed rate from TopDot starting as low as 5.75%, and your credit score may not even be a factor. Applying is easy. Call the number on your screen or visit TopDot.com. With an FHA loan from TopDot, you can pay off your adjustable rate mortgage, consolidate your debt, or get cash for any reason. Call TopDot now and hear your new interest rate for free. Imagine refinancing and saving $200, $400, even $600 a month every month. Now you can with a low 30-year fixed FHA loan from TopDot. Call TopDot today or visit TopDot.com and hear your new rate for free within minutes. At TopDot, we'll help you view your mortgage from a whole new perspective.
Closed captioning for Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Aflac. Ask about it at work. Boston Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, Nissan, Ricoh, your New England Dodge dealers, Aflac, your New England Jeep dealers, Kia, and by Sovereign Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox cable network. Let's send it back to Boston and Tom Caron as we check in at the Nesson studio. TC?
All right, Don, thanks very much. We'll send you back down to Tropicana Field in just a couple of moments as the Red Sox try to get back above 500 on the road this season. They've got 6 wins, 6 losses away from Fenway Park, and they've got to do it after making yet another transaction. Another day, another roster move. If you look at that, a transaction, a move every day since Tuesday when the flu started ravaging the clubhouse. Joe Thurston, who was up, was sent down. David Pauly called up on Tuesday. On Wednesday, Pauly sent down with Craig Hansen getting the call for one day. He was returned, so a starter, Justin Masterson, could make the start Thursday afternoon. Yesterday, Brian Corey returned to the team with Masterson being sent back to Portland. And today, Sean Casey placed on the disabled list after he was suffered that strained hip flexor in the second inning yesterday. Brandon Moss recalled from Pawtucket. Don Orsillo spoke with Moss when he got to Tropicana Field.
All right, TC, thanks very much. We're here with Brandon Moss. Brandon, tell us a little bit about how you found out last night you'd be here tonight.
Laying in bed, sitting there after just packing to go on a road trip that they were leaving for today, and RJ calls me and tells me I'm going to Tampa Bay instead of the Buffalo.
You went to Japan with the club, had an incredible game there. Tell us a little bit about what that experience was like for you.
That was my whole goal in spring training. You know, I knew there wasn't much of a shot of making the team just because you got to look around you and see the guys, but to get to go to Japan was definitely an honor, and to get to start in the games, that's obviously an honor. So, I mean, you know, I was just trying to do the best I could, and ended up having one good game there.
How are things going with the Paw Sox so far this season?
We have a really good team. You know, I think we're in second place right now. We've got a lot of good hitters, good arms in the bullpen. We're doing well.
How's the cold weather treating you there, too?
Hasn't been that cold. You know, the first homestand was really cold, and that's always rough. But the last homestand, it was 65, 70 every day.
I'm sure Tito told you to be ready for any instance coming up here. What have they told you so far?
Just to be ready because, you know, you never know. There's a lot of things that could happen, and just be ready.
It must be easy for you coming back here, having played with these guys in spring training, knowing so many of the guys. I mean, it's got to be a comfort level for you.
Definitely more comfortable now than it was my first time. You know, just because you know the guys and you spend a lot of time around them, and they're such easy guys to get along with.
Brandon Moss, welcome back.
Thank you.
All right, Tom, back to you.
Don, thanks very much. On New England Toyota Dealer game break, first game of a doubleheader between the Orioles and White Sox. John Danks had a no-hitter going through 5, but here in the 6th, the no-hitter is over. Adam Jones with a base hit, and then Guillermo Quirós will take Danks deep to left, his first career homer, to make it 2-0 Baltimore. Now 3-0 in the 9th, and Brian Roberts with a double off Octavio Dotel that'll drive into Baltimore. Wins game 1 of the doubleheader, 5-1 the final. A couple of other games this afternoon. The Yankees are down 3-0, but with the bases loaded, Jorge Posada hit a triple, driving in 3. That game is tied now. They're in the top of the 9th at Progressive Field, and the Tigers come back to beat the Angels 6-4, snapping a 3-game winning streak for the Angels. The Tigers have now won 6 of their last 7. Let's go back to Tropicana Field with Don Orsillo and Jerry Remy.
All right, TC, thanks very much. As the crowd settling in here at Tropicana Field, the Rays have taken the field, so let's check out the Red Sox starting 9 tonight. Jacoby Ellsbury at the top of the Red Sox order will play in right field, with Dustin Pedroia at second base. J.D. Drew sliding into the number 3 spot, the DH, with Ortiz off tonight. Manny Ramirez in left field. Kevin Buchholz at first base. Coco Crisp out in center. Jason Varitek doing the catching. Jed Lowry at third base, and Julio Lugo bats 9th at shortstop. On the mound tonight for the Rays is Edwin Jackson.
Well, Edwin Jackson got off to a terrific start. He had 2 wins back-to-back against the Yankees in Seattle, but he has struggled in his last 2 outings against the Yankees and the White Sox. And in that span of the last 2 games, 9 1/3 innings, 11 hits allowed, and 11 earned runs, with 7 walks and 8 strikeouts, also a couple of home runs. Against the Red Sox, he beat them twice last season, and both times here at Tropicana Field. The Tampa defense is 10th in the league with 17 errors in 23 games. Evan Longoria, the third baseman. Jason Bartlett, the shortstop. Akinori Iwamura, the second baseman. And Carlos Pena, the starting first. Left to right, Kyle Crawford, B.J. Upton, and Gabe Gross. And Sean Riggins gets the start behind the plate.
Where available, this telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game.
Buenas noches, amigos.
Well, Edwin Jackson ready to work here, in the first pitch of this one is strike one to Jacoby Ellsbury, and we're underway tonight from St. Petersburg. Ellsbury slashing away at that, sending it foul off to the left.
Good fastball from Edwin Jackson, and he'll be in the mid-90s with it. A curveball, a slider, which is very good, and a changeup.
1-2 coming inside at 96 miles per hour and missing for ball one. And Jacoby Ellsbury at 284 to begin the night. 3 homers and 10 runs batted in. And a hit last night, going 1 for 5 in the ball game against the Rays. Ellsbury was not in the original starting lineup today. David Ortiz was in there, and it had Coco Crisp in center field, but a reshuffle when Ortiz came out with the sore knee, as it turned out. Ellsbury into the game in right, and J.D. Drew as the DH for the game tonight. 2-2 is on the ground left side, softly to Bartlett's going to hurry up with Ellsbury running, and Ellsbury beats it out.
That's a great feeling to have that kind of speed when you hit a ground ball where you're actually jammed on, and you're able to beat it out at first base to pick up the base hit. I mean, Bartlett did everything he could possibly do, but way too much speed for Ellsbury going down that first base line. So that is 9 straight games now that he has hit it.
He gets out of the way quickly, stands at first base to begin things here in the top of the first inning. And here's Dustin Pedroia. Dustin at 340 with a home run and 13 runs batted in. Batting average is good for second in the American League. He's only behind his teammate Manny Ramirez. Of course, had a big night here last night, and Manny now setting the pace, hitting at 370. His third overall in the major leagues is Ramirez, behind Chipper Jones hitting at 433 and Buchholz at 375. The 0-1 is inside. It's a ball and a strike now to Pedroia.
Now, Jackson had some growing pains last year. 5-15 on the season. That was in 31 starts with an ERA of almost 6. But he was lights out in those first 2 starts of the season, but as I mentioned, struggled in the last 2.
Pedroia's hit safely in 14 straight games, the longest streak in the American League this season. And hits it on the ground to third base. Longoria to second for 1 on to first. Double play.
Well, Pedroia, good solid contact on this, but right at the third baseman Longoria. A little bit of a bobble, but it bounces right back to his throwing hand, and plenty of time for Iwamura to turn it over at second base. That ball smoked by Pedroia, but right at the third baseman.
1-2 down. Here is J.D. Drew batting in the number 3 spot in the Red Sox order. And he takes ball 1.
Well, we're so lucky and fortunate to be here on Cowbell night.
Yes, I think this is the second time.
Yes, the first 10,000 people received cowbells.
And you've decided that you'll use yours only when the Red Sox score.
When the Red Sox score a run, I will use my cowbell that was left to me by Raymond.
1-1 is fouled off Riggins. And kicks foul back to the screen. Look at that.
That's a nice hat.
I think it was last year we were here for Cowbell night. So
we're always here for Cowbell.
He's in the dirt, and the count is 2-2. Batting with 2 outs, and the base is empty. Broken bat. Look out for the barrel of the bat. The second baseman, Iwamura, flips to first, not in time, and the reason, the bat.
That's amazing.
Pena had to get out of the way and then tried to get back over to cover and could not, as he was eluding the barrel of the bat headed right for him.
You know, you see a lot of broken bats head out toward the infield, but very seldom you see one cause a base hit, and that's exactly what happens here. Watch Pena right there as he has to get out of the way of the bat. By the time he turns around, it's too late, and J.D. Drew beats it. Almost ran over Edwin Jackson, too, going by him.
A base hit with 2 down. And here comes Manny Ramirez. The .370 batting average for Manny, setting the pace atop the American League. 6 homers, 20 RBIs to go along with the .370 batting average. In the last 13 games, he's had multiple hits in 8 of 13. And had a 3-hit performance here last night. His last home run came 6 days ago. Edwin Jackson. Only 2 hits in the inning, both infield hits as it turns out, as Manny takes the strike and the count evens at 1-1. The league leaders are brought to you by Olympia Sports. One of the categories home runs against the Rays. The career leaders against the Rays, Manny Ramirez right on top. A-Rod second, and Carlos Delgado, Big Poppies in the top 5. And he fouling into the screen, and it's 1-2. Last home run, his 6th coming off Joaquin Benoit, the 8th inning game against Texas. And he's sitting at 496 home runs in his career, 24th place on the all-time list. Through at first, 2 down. Swing and a miss. Edwin Jackson's first strikeout is Manny Ramirez. Red Sox are gone. Rays coming up.
You can fly Southwest Airlines nonstop from Philadelphia to all these cities and get really low fares. Fly Southwest Airlines' new nonstop service from Philadelphia to Austin, St. Louis, or San Antonio for just $79 one way. Service starts March 17th.
You are now free to move about the country.
We'd like to visit my parents more often.
How about a 2.4-liter dual overhead cam 16-valve engine with up to 30 miles per gallon highway?
That'd be great. Thanks.
You're welcome. And I'm sorry.
The special value packages are here. Get the fuel-efficient Dodge Caliber or Avenger, plus a no extra charge MyGig multimedia system on Avenger SXT. They're both backed by our lifetime powertrain warranty with unlimited mileage. Dodge, grab life.
When you have 2 good teams, who wins comes down to who wants it more. Same goes for banking. That's why the people at Sovereign prove time and again that nobody wants your business more or cares more about keeping it. From anticipating your needs to calling you about special offers. Sovereign's all over it because we want you to be the winner.
Welcome to Sovereign.
Here's the one place where you can step up and be a man.
Community college?
Vegas!
Vegas!
Come on, one drink.
I take them.
To be my lawfully wife.
What's your name again?
What happens in Vegas?
Was there any part of the night that you thought this is a really good time for an intervention?
I throw up in my own purse.
Rated PG-13, May 9th.
Hello to the Murphys, the Red Sox Nation here in a big way. Red Sox and Rays head to the bottom of the first inning. Let's check out the Rays starting 9, brought to you by Rico. Akinori Iwamura at second base leads it off with Carl Crawford in left field. B.J. Upton is in center with Carlos Pena at first base. Evan Longoria at third base. Eric Kinski, the DH in the game tonight with Gabe Gross. In right field, Sean Riggins does the catching, and Jason Bartlett bats ninth at shortstop. On the mound tonight for Boston is Clay Buchholz.
Well, Buckholz picked up his first win in his last outing against the Texas Rangers in that game. 6 innings, 5 hits, and no runs. Had 6 strikeouts. Has never faced the Tampa Bay Rays prior to tonight.
Iwamura, who played third base last year for Tampa Bay, playing at second base this season and taking ball 1.
It's interesting. You look at the numbers for Buckholz so far this season. Lefties at only 200 against him, but right-handers at 282.
Uemura taking the strike, and the count 1-1. Couple of hits for Uemura last night. He was 2 for 5 in the game.
I think one of the reasons for that number early in the season, because when he's had a good changeup, that becomes a very effective pitch against left-handed hitters. And I think that's one of the reasons that lefties have had some problems with Buckholz. Basically, against righties, it's fastball, breaking ball. That's the changeup right there, and a foul ball by Uemura. Changeup was supposed to be down and away, but he leaves it inside. Still, the result is good. The foul ball.
Strikes him out. Nice start for Buchholz. 1 down in the first.
And again, the changeup. So back-to-back changeups for Buchholz against Uemura, and he picks up the strikeout. He's got a good one. There's no question about that. And when he controls his off-speed stuff, his changeup and his curveball, that's when he's effective. If he falls behind on those pitches and they can set on his fastball, that's when he gets in trouble.
1 down for Carl Crawford. Gets the arms out of the way and takes a pitch up for ball 1. Crawford batting second, hitting at .314, getting into tonight's action. He's now the longest tenured Ray, 5+ years. And as he taps one foul off of Veritek, and it's a ball and a strike. This player profile is brought to you by Sovereign Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox cable network. Safely in 15 of the last 16 games. And in the midst of a 12-game hitting streak, it's the longest by a Ray so far this year. On the ground right side, Pedroia. 2 down in the bottom of the first.
Let's take a look at the Red Sox defense. 6th in the league with 13 errors in 25 games. Jed Lowry at third base, Julio Lugo the shortstop. Dustin Pedroia at second and Kevin Buchholz at first. Left to right, Manny Ramirez, Coco Crisp, and Jacoby Ellsbury. And Jason Veritek making his first start in quite some time behind the plate.
Umpiring crew, Dan Iasanya has a plate. Dale Scott at first base, Rod Drake at second base, and Mike Easterbrook is the umpire at third base. B.J. Upton stands in and takes ball 1.
You mentioned Veritek behind the plate tonight. I happened to run into his mom and dad leaving the hotel today, and of course moms are very protective of their children. I said, well, it's good to see Jason feeling better. She said, oh, he still looks weakened to me. So she, she's very concerned about how sick he was, but back in the lineup tonight.
Definitely a struggle, boy. You know it's bad when Jason Veritek's out of the lineup.
He looked terrible.
He did there for a couple of days.
He looked awful.
Yeah. As tough as they come, and as Terry Francona said, he lost the battle in this one against the sickness over the last couple of days. But back in there, he won the game last night as a defensive replacement in the 9th inning. Not played since April 19th against Texas. They missed a total of 5 games with viral symptoms. There's Brandon Moss, who is back with the Red Sox. Called up today from Pawtucket with Sean Casey going on the disabled list with the hip flexor. There's ball 4 to Upton, and a 4-pitch walk for B.J. Upton with 2 down here in the first inning. Well, here comes Carlos Pena. Not start in the game last night. Joe Madden was pretty candid about it, as the numbers pretty bad for Pena against Wakefield, so they figured they'd give him the night off. He came into the game late, had a pinch hit single. But hitting at 200, he's been pressing average-wise. The power numbers are good. 6 homers and 13 runs batted in, but feeling some pressure apparently coming into the season. He signed the 3-year deal, upwards of $24 million, and trying to repeat what he was able to do last year to the tune of 46 home runs. And he got himself into some bad habits apparently early on as far as the average goes, but still pretty good.
Yeah, but it's like anything else, when you're trying to hit home runs, generally you don't hit them. And that's the case. You come out of the chute, you want to get some bombs early, and you find yourself in a slump.
And you're 29 years old. as he takes ball one up and away.
You think about his career, how he's bounced around to different clubs. All of a sudden, he finds a home in Tampa, hits all those home runs, and then signs that nice contract.
Very good defensive first baseman as well. We're getting them kind of in bunches so far this season. At 3 home runs in 2 days against the Orioles. In 168 games now with the Rays, he's hit 52 home runs as he goes around there, and it's 1-1. Did have a little bit of tightness in his right hamstring last Thursday, leaving a game in the 4th inning against Minnesota. He'll then start the next 3 days as the DH. The 1-1. Foul back to the screen, 1-2.
A good swing there by Pena. Looked like he was right on that fastball from Buckholz and fouls it straight back. That's generally an indication you are pretty much on it when it goes straight back. Pena goes with that uppercut swing.
2 strikes, a 140 batting average. As he calls for time, gets it from Dan Iasanya, the home plate umpire. Named the American League Comeback Player of the Year on the Sporting News last year. One-two sailed foul off to the left, backing out of play, and the upper deck well populated here tonight.
That's a nice crowd. Looks like it's a little bit bigger than last night's crowd, and last night was about what, 30,000?
Yes.
Here at the Trop. I'd say there are a few people that had a couple of cocktails here last night in that long game, because we happened to drive back with them to the hotel. And man, I tell you what, there were about 4 guys in that, more than that, who were totally smoked. This one guy, it was killing me because he was giving it to the bus driver, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, would you please shut up? The guy's just trying to drive us back to the hotel. You're smoked, you're drunk, you stink. And you're giving it to this guy all the way back about air conditioning. It's like, come on.
I was glad I was not on your end of the bus. I was,
No, it was awful.
back.
It was terrible. I felt so bad for the driver.
They did have a few beverages here last night. It was a long game, 4 hours.
I got drunk just on the bus smelling them.
2-2 to Pena. Senior bats now. Evan Longoria waits on deck. This one shot foul outside at first, and it hangs at 2-2. It's kind of like our own post game though when we go back on the hotel bus, because you get a chance to get a lot of commentary from a bunch of different people.
They sure do.
Some insight, some analysis.
They're very quick to ask many questions and give opinions about that ball game. You just kind of hope the Red Sox win here because it makes it much more pleasant going back.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming to Pena, but first to throw over, and a nice play by Buchholz. Had to reach around that time to bring it in. DJ Upton has 4 stolen bases, but he's been caught 4 times. Routine pitches for Buckholz out of the gate here in the bottom of the 1st inning. He misses up top. It's a new baseball. Full count.
Trying to snap off the grim ball, and the ball just almost looked like it slipped out of his hand and stayed up high. So with a 3-2 count, Upton will be off the first because he's got very good speed. Anything in the gap, he's got a great chance of scoring.
for Pena. Back-to-back walks now allowed by Buchholz.
Well, that's one thing the Red Sox have to get in check very quickly in their pitching staff. They are 13th in the league in walks. The team that has walked more than Boston, the Texas Rangers.
Throw a lot of pitches, 8 pitches.
Yeah, that's what gets that pitch count up so high early in the game for a lot of these guys, and that's one of the reasons the bullpen has been so overused.
Then Longoria, 286, 2 homers, 9 runs batted in.
You think about a guy like Kurt Schilling, of course, not in the rotation right now, but he never walked anybody, you know, and certainly that helps out.
Look at Buckholz this season as far as the walks go. The most he's had in any outing is 3. That was against the Yankees back on the 11th of April. He's already got 2 here in the first inning. And strike 1 to Longoria. Longoria, 22 years old. Brought up from AAA Durham on April 12th in his major league debut. And as we mentioned last night, signed a contract last Friday guaranteeing him $17.5 million. Over 6 years, longest contract club history. Strike, and it's 0-2.
Pretty good snap on that breaking ball from Buchholz. Left a couple up high. This one he's able to drop into the strike zone. Longoria didn't like it.
Swing and a miss. Buchholz comes back to strike out Longoria. 2 men left, scoreless after 1.
What's smarter than buying a vehicle with America's best warranty? Buying it while it's on sale. Introducing the Hyundai Dollars and Cents sales event. Now until April 30th, get up to $2,000 cash back on the Elantra, Santa Fe, Accent, and Sonata. With roomy interiors, 6 airbags, available XM radio, and America's best warranty, you couldn't shop any smarter. So stop by Hyundai's Dollars and Cents sales event and check out our unthinkable deals on cars worth thinking about.
During the event, get the all-new 09 Hyundai Sonata with up to $1,500 cash back. Hurry, offer ends soon.
Of course, Geico sponsors Mike's Race Car because they insure everything race car fans love. RVs, motorcycles, ATVs. Tell you one thing they can insure: Lauren Wallace. Because Lauren Wallace is made of lightning. Those guys are like, hey, where's Lauren? He was just here a minute ago. I'm 100 miles away, son. Ready to strike.
Geico, saving you money on insurance for your car and the other stuff that moves you.
I am your idea. I gotta fly. I gotta move. I'm out of the box and in the network. In the zone and on your mind. Don't stop me now. Give me Rico. Rico's always ready to move me. Send me. Here, there, everywhere. This is how we go. Let's go. Rico.
When you're on the go, you need the convenience, quality, and pricing that you'll always find at Extramart. Convenience. Everything you need is priced right and ready to go. Quality. Extramart has their own Extra Cafe Gourmet Coffee, delicious Deli Joe sandwiches, and Extra Fuels gasoline. The Extra Cafe featured flavored coffee is much loved.
Kevin Buchholz leads it off here in the second inning as the Red Sox and Rays are scoreless after 1. Buchholz, Crispin, then Veritek expected against Edwin Jackson. Luke starting the ninth inning at .330 with 2 homers and 14 runs batted in. Buchholz 0 for 4 in the ballgame last night. Jackson falling behind quickly, 3-0. Ball 4. So run out of the game. The walk for Buchholz here in the second inning. Time now for leading off, brought to you by Firestone. The Rays, 12 wins, already tied for the most they've ever had in the first month of the year. Did that back in 1998. Sean Casey placed on the disabled list last night, running the bases. Came up with the hip flexor. Brandon Moss called up from the Paw Sox today, and the Red Sox are now targeting the 5th of May for Cologne to return to the mound. And of course, it's kind of like starting all over again for him. As also, Daisuke Matsuzaka, who's been sidelined with the flu through 50 pitches today at Fenway Park. Still no word when he'll make his next start. But he's one of the guys that has been sick.
Yeah, Terry Francona said he wasn't quite sure yet Tuesday, Wednesday, whether it was going to be Matsuzaka, Lester, or flip that. And go with Lester in the first game, Matsuzaka in the second. I guess it all depends on how Daisuke feels when he sees him back in Boston.
Leadoff walk for Buchholz. Coco Crisp batting and fouling one back. Quickly down 0-2.
Other good news for the Red Sox, Mike Lowell, of course, played last night to get a base hit. Said he saw the ball well and is expected, I think, tonight to play defensively. If it is a night game, I think it is. Play defensively and also again tomorrow. So we'll see what happens there.
Paw Sox at Buffalo tonight. To the count. And Crisp jumping back out of the way. Buchholz at first base, nobody out. Here in the top half of the second. On the ground, right side softly. More to second for one. No chance with Crisp running. They turn two, but they do erase the lead runner Buchholz for the first out of the inning.
Well, Jackson getting ahead of Coco and then throwing him the breaking ball. The result to Uemura has to go to his left. When he has to go to his left with Chris running, not going to be able to turn over the double play.
So 1 out, 1 on, and it brings up Jason Varitek. Varitek hitting at .262, 3 homers, and 6 runs batted in as he returns to the Red Sox lineup tonight. Came in last night. A defensive replacement in the 9th inning as they ran for cash. And Jason taking strike 1. He's been off prior to last night since April 19th, battling the flu. Last time he played was against Texas. Missed a total of 5 straight games with the viral symptoms. One's outside. It's a ball and a strike. Jackson giving up 2 infield hits in the first inning. For striking out Ramirez to end the first. He starts the second inning by walking Buchholz. Now it's 1 out, 1 on. It's outside, 2-1. Jackson, 24 years old.
Right now, Varitek looking down to see if there's a possible hit and run play put on. 2-1 count, 1 out.
In the dirt, and it's 2-2. Jackson against the Red Sox, 4 games started. He's 2-1. Last year spending his first full season in the major leagues. He's tied for 3rd in the American League in a category you don't want to be in, and that's losses, with 15 losses last year. There goes the runner at first. Varitek sends one to center. Upton will make the catch. Crisp now just trying to get back. Not going to be able to do it. They turn it in with a double play that ends the top of the second inning. Inning and a half done. No score from Tampa.
You know why you want to quit. Here's how. It's free. confidential, and it really works. You know why you want to quit. Here's how. The Maine Tobacco Helpline. 1-800-207-1230.
Tired of listening to the same old songs? eMusic has the answer with an awesome download offer. All you need to do is visit the website below to get 25 free downloads. Even better, when you try eMusic in the next 10 minutes, you'll get 10 extra downloads plus 1 free audiobook. That's 35 downloads and 1 free audiobook, absolutely risk-free. So get off the couch, visit the website below to try eMusic and get your free downloads. eMusic, the #1 site for independent music.
Hello?
Mrs. Anderson, this is Mark Brown. I'm from the collections department.
Listen, I'm sorry I haven't sent in my payment yet. I'll get it in as soon as I can.
Mrs. Anderson, I'm noticing a pattern in your payment history. Since you've reached your spending limit, you've only been paying the minimum balance.
Is that a problem?
Well, no, but then your payments started coming later and later, and now you haven't been sending any at all.
Some things have come up, and...
Maybe you should call In Charge. They'll work with you and come up with a solution that's right for you.
When life hands you a little more than you can manage, call In Charge Debt Solutions. If you qualify for our debt management program, our certified credit counselors can show you how to repay your debts in a way you can manage each month without a loan or bankruptcy. Call In Charge today for a free consultation. We'll help you get control of your debt and show you how to stay that way. It's private and confidential, so make the call today.
Well, a couple of double plays early in the game against the Red Sox, and in both times the ball hit very hard. This one by Veritek, a line shot, but Coco's off. He doesn't see contact. He goes into the head for a slide, and then an easy double play is up and gets it back to Pena before it comes too close to getting back to first base. So two already, and in both occasions, Pedroia hit his ball hard, and Veritek hit that one hard. Not a hit and run, a run and hit there in the 3-1 count.
So it's on to the bottom of the second inning, and it'll be Eric Hensky lead it off for the Rays. He's the DH in the game tonight. Well, Gabe Gross and Sean Riggins expected. Hensky at 306, 5 home runs and 13 runs batted in. 23 pitches for Buchholz in the first inning. As he walked 2 batters, struck out 2 batters.
And the bullpen in a little better shape tonight. They'll have Okajima available, Del Carmen available, of course, Papelbon available. But other than that, I'd say they were in rough shape last night. Tavares, you see down there.
You know, we saw Mike Timlin go off last night after warming up. And
yes.
He went into the clubhouse. We found out more about that today. Apparently his back was a problem, but then felt better after a little while being in the clubhouse, came back out, and of course got into the game. Red Sox were happy to have him back as they thought he was unavailable. This one is popped up, and Lowry will make the catch for the first out in the bottom of the second. One down, here's Gabe Gross. Rays will throw some lefties at you. We'll get 5 of them in the starting lineup tonight. Gross being one of them. He's 1 for 7 to start his career with the Rays. The 28-year-old coming over from the Milwaukee Brewers. Taking strike 1. Came over for minor league right-handed pitcher Josh Butler on Tuesday. Made his Rays debut on Thursday. They've had 6 different starting right fielders so far in the season in the first 22 games. And he is back in right field again tonight. 1 misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Was originally a first-round pick by the Toronto Blue Jays. 15th overall back in 2001. At Auburn University, where he also played football. He's the quarterback at Auburn.
A lot of the players today were huddled in the Red Sox clubhouse watching the early rounds of the NFL draft. Of course, Red Sox players bigger than fantasy football.
Does the draft do anything for you? You excited about the draft? I mean, there's a lot of hoopla. It's like no other draft in professional sports.
Yeah.
It goes on all day and all night.
Let's go. 9,000 guys analyzing every move.
Yeah, or what could happen. And then there's a trade, and then all bets are off.
Well, it's like the Pats, right? They traded down. Right, correct?
Correct.
And then they picked up a linebacker, didn't they?
Yeah. It wasn't the one I think that they wanted.
They went to the Jets on the pick before.
Golston. But you get to see Mel Kiper once a year.
Is that all he does? One
Pretty much. Yes, this is a big day for Mel Kiper.
What's the success rate? Any good?
That I don't know. If Mel likes it, then it's good.
They gave the Patriots an A on their choice.
Mel liked it.
The fans gave it a B.
And the Jets fans this year did not boo the Jets selection, which is new too. Last couple of years they have not been pleased with what the Jets have chosen. Down, a count of 2-2 to Gabe Gross. On the ground but right, but Buchholz at first base. 2 down.
Next week, some of the world's greatest tennis champions, including Pete Sampras, Jim Courier, John McEnroe, and Mike Narachi, will meet for Champions Cup tennis at Agganis Arena. 4 days of high-definition coverage begins next Thursday, May 1st. On NESN. You won't want to miss it.
So 2 down. Sean Riggins coming up as Buckholz trying to have a quick second inning.
I'm a little like Belichick. I worry about just Sundays. You know, this peripheral stuff, the draft, and all that.
Yeah, means nothing.
Sundays. Sunday. Baseball, I'm the same way. I don't have much interest really in the offseason. I don't. You know, I mean, you follow what goes on, and you have to try to keep up with all the teams, what moves they're making, and this and that. What you really care about are the games.
Well, the draft is so much different in baseball. It'd be years before you see some guys in some instances, although that is changing more, it seems, over the last couple of years. The rate at which guys are arriving Major League level. Well, the Red Sox have seen, what, 4 this year. Yep. The 05 draft, so I mean, they're coming faster and faster as this one is in the air to shallow right center. It's Pedroia. Buchholz in an 11-pitch inning. It's 1-2-3, scoreless after 2.
You need a little... I'm good. Okay. Maybe touch a deal. Yeah, okay.
There's a better place to play. Foxwoods Resort Casino, home of the only poker room in New England. Check out the action at foxwoods.com.
When you're on the go, you need a one-handed snack with a two-handed taste. Wendy's new Chicken Go Wraps. They're not strips like some other wraps. They're made with only tender center-cut chicken breast in home-style, spicy, or grilled, each just $1.49. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Now eat way better, way later.
For power sports, there's only one. Reynolds Motorsports. Lowrider, custom drag, hot rod. The VT750 at just $169 a month with no money down is all three wrapped into one. Fat tires on cast wheels, show-stopping style with power to burn and a price that won't. Ride the VTX 1300 with no money down. Want every accessory for the open road? You know where to go. Reynolds Motorsports, the boys with Honda toys, just west of Gorham. Honda, performance first.
NESN is supersizing your Red Sox weekend. Every home game Friday with Friday Night Fenway. And every game day Monday with Red Sox Monster Monday. 2 5:30 pregame shows. 5:30 is prime time on NESN.
Pain can keep you awake. So can worries about sleep medicine. Tylenol PM is different. It quiets the pain and helps you sleep in a non-habit-forming way. Because the less you worry, the better you sleep.
Top half of the third inning. Back at Tropicana Field, Jed Lowry leading it off for the Red Sox. Scoreless game. As he takes strike one from Edwin Jackson. Lowry at .346 to start off his major league career. Lowry's hit safely each of his first 7 big league games. 1 for 3 in the ball game last night with a walk. Lowry, then Lugo, followed by Ellsbury as the Red Sox bat here in the top half of the 3rd. Line and just out of the reach of Echewa into right field, a base hit. And Lowry has a hit in each of his first 8 games now in the big leagues.
Yeah, he gets ahead in the count. He gets his fastball from Jackson. There's not a lot of movement on the Edwin Jackson fastball at 95, 96, pretty straight. And Lowry gets the head of the bat out and hooks it right by Echewa, the second baseman. As Don mentioned, 8 straight games now that average probably about 350, maybe a little better.
Red Sox have had the lead runner on in every inning so far. The double plays have been a problem as the Rays have turned 2 double plays in the first 2 innings. Now Julio Lugo. Batting in the number 9 spot with the batting average up over 300. As he comes in at .306, no homers, 7 runs batted in. He's 0 for 4 in the ball game here last night and snapped the 9-game hitting streak. It was a strike, 1-1. Did have a couple of RBIs, but 0 for 4 in the game last night. Former Ray, Julio Lugo. Takes a 1-1 for ball 2, 2-1.
Watching BJ up in the last couple of nights, plays a very shallow center field against everybody. You know, even last night with David Ortiz, Manny Ramirez, he must be very comfortable going back on the ball. Sometimes a hitter, when you look out there and you see a guy playing shallow, that's a little bit intimidating.
Center field, and he'll make the catch. Going to try to double up. Lowry cannot. Well, he was perfectly situated as it turned out against Lugo, and he makes the catch for the first out.
The pitchers love it when they have a center fielder like that can play shallow because it takes away base hits. It's a line drive that just has to commit about 5 or 6 steps to make the catch. When they don't like it is when there's one that drops over their head. But you have to have confidence in yourself as being able to go back on the ball, and apparently B.J. Upton has that. Normal position for center fielder. That ball probably drops in for a base hit.
So 1 down, Lowry at first base, and here's Jacoby Ellsbury, reached on an infield hit first time up. Line down the right field line, foul. Chops one. Right side to second. Moore's going to hurry up, and he just does get it there. The speed of Ellsbury is blinding at times, and there's 2 down.
Red Sox fans, remember, if you need medical care while at Fenway, visit the Beth Israel Deaconess First Aid Stand behind Section 12. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center is the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox and Red Sox Nation.
2 down, Lowry able to get into scoring position on the ground out. And here's Dustin Pedroia, grounded into the 5-4-3 double play in the first inning. In there for strike 1. Those soft ground balls, you really got to hurry up against Ellsbury. It's amazing how many he has made very close and how many he's actually beat out.
On that last ground ball, it took one quick bounce to Iwamora's left. It was to his glove side, and that made it a very close play at first base.
One misses.
If that one quick bounce is to the other side, Ellsbury probably beats it.
Outside Brandon Moss back with the Red Sox again. He went with the Paw Sox early this morning at 5 a.m. to Logan Airport. We're headed to Buffalo, so he took the ride along with the team, except he came here. As this is to center field. Upton going back, comfortable in doing so as he reels it in. Now 3 straight innings, Red Sox have had the lead runner on. Can't do anything with it. We're scoreless.
You'll be amazed where a pen can take you during the Lincoln Signature Event. Now drive select 08 Lincoln vehicles with zero cash due at signing, including the Lincoln MKZ with exclusive sync technology standard. Just sign and drive away in the 2008 Lincoln MKZ with all-wheel drive, plus a complimentary 3-year maintenance plan for only $379 a month. From the fastest growing full line of luxury vehicles, Lincoln.
Turn on the refreshment with a large icy cold Mickey D's sweet tea. Brewed fresh daily, sweetened to perfection, and just $1 cool.
When you're on the go, you need the convenience, quality, and pricing that you'll always find at Extramart. Convenience. Everything you need is priced right and ready to go. Quality. Extramart has their own Extra Cafe gourmet coffee, delicious Deli Joe sandwiches, and Extra Fuels gasoline. The Extra Cafe featured flavored coffee is mudslide. Slide into spring in this outrageous wave of coffee, chocolate, and sweet cream. Now at Extramart convenience store. In every corner of New England, Extramart is just around your corner.
This is not just a Harvard Pilgrim member card. It's the power of choice. You see, it won't tell you where to go. You tell it where you want to go. A family physician down the street, a doctor at a teaching hospital, or a specialist in another town. This card will get you there. After all, it's your doctor, not ours.
Kirby Red Sox game that goes into extra innings, or the Sox record a save. CVS Pharmacy will donate $500 to Children's Hospital Boston. CVS Pharmacy is the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox.
Cushnet, New Bedford, that's your area, right?
Yes, sir. Fall River, New Bedford.
We head to the last half of the 3rd inning. Jason Bartlett, Echewa, Iwamora, and Carl Crawford. And a scoreless game from Tropicana Field. Bartlett off to a 2:08 start with his new team, coming over from the Minnesota Twins. 28-year-old shortstop. Strike one, 1-1. Of course, the Twins opening day shortstop last year set career highs at virtually every offensive category. His first full season in the major leagues, led the team with 23 stolen bases and 26 attempts. That breaking ball is 1-2.
A good changeup again there by Buchholz, this time featuring the changeup to the right-handed hitter. Right-handers don't see that many changeups from right-handed pitches. And Bartlett's off to a slow offensive start this year, but playing very good defense.
In the dirt this time, and the count evens at 2-2. Over as part of the deal that brought Matt Garza for Delman Young and Brendan Harris. Iwamora waiting on deck. We're in the last half of the third for the Rays. Edwin snaps in there for strike 3. Third strikeout for Buchholz, one down in the third.
All 3 strikeouts have been on off-speed pitches. Again, the curveball. He had the curveball to Longoria for strikeout and the changeup to Iwamura. You mentioned him being able to get his off-speed stuff over. He has been doing that in the game tonight.
He's got 3 strikeouts so far tonight. He's retired the last 5 batters in a row. And now goes second time through the Rays order, Iwamura.
I'm sorry, Don. Buckholz mentioned today that most teams that have not seen him, they've been taking a lot of pitches on him first time around to get a look at what his fastball does, what his breaking ball is like, his changeup, and he's noticed that teams have been more aggressive against him the second time through the lineup.
Strike in, it's 1-1. 41 pitches through 2 and a third innings. This is for ball 2, 2-1. This year, Iwamura in his first year in the majors hit a .285. 5-time All-Star and 6-time Gold Glove Award winner in Japan before coming over. He was a teammate of Daisuke's. The WBC, played third base on Japan's championship winning team in 2006 in the World Baseball Classic. With 389 in the 6 games of the tournament. Strike, and it's a full count now. Crawford waiting on deck, 1 out, bases empty here in the bottom of the third inning. Fly ball out towards deep right center field. Back goes Crisp, and Coco will run it down. Long running catch back onto the warning track for Coco Crisp.
Well, we talk about center fielders who have the confidence of going back on the ball, and Coco Crisp here just outruns it. I mean, this is a great jump from him, going back to the warning track, to the wall, and makes the catch going away. So pretty to watch center fielders who have speed track those what look to be extra base hits, and just track them down for outs.
Two down, 6 in a row. Retired by Buchholz. Here's Carl Crawford. He takes strike 1. Crawford grounded out to second base first time up. Bounces in, and Buchholz landed strangely.
We've seen a lot of that happen with pitchers stumbling on the mound in their deliveries. Mason Gabbett getting hurt back in Boston. You can see right there, it looked like the left foot spun around and then caused him to land kind of a weird way on his right foot.
Crawford swinging and missing, 1-2.
A lot of pitches have different landing spots, and sometimes that's what causes that.
In Gilbert's case, he kind of slipped off the rubber. 1-2. A swing and a miss. Elevates on Crawford, strikes him out. 4 Ks for Buckholz through 3, no score.
The service department at Darlings is excellent.
Better fuel economy instantly. Out of pocket for less money. First payment only, and you're on your way.
You pay less.
For highest fuel economy, 5-star safety, and highest reliability, shop Honda.
It's extra value in every deal.
If it doesn't say Darlings, it's not the best deal.
Save more in Bangor on better fuel economy instantly, where we welcome all credit scores.
You'll do better at Darlings.
Coveside Wheel and Ski of Newport is Central Maine's headquarters for all of your Polaris needs. Whether you're looking for snowmobiles, ATVs, Rangers, pure Polaris clothing and accessories, or a comprehensive Polaris factory certified service department, you'll find it at Coveside, serving Central Maine since 1968 and located on the Moosehead Trail in Newport, or shop online at covesidepolaris.com.
The Red Sox Foundation. Prizes include 9 genuine 2007 World Series rings and a special edition Red Sox Volvo C30. Tickets are $10 at Fenway Park and any other location. For more information, visit RedSoxFoundation.org.
Vermont represented here, and I don't see a lot of Vermont signs down here in St. Pete for some reason.
It's a long way from Vermont.
It is. It's a great point. Very good point.
Might have a chance to see more of them in Fenway than down here.
We saw a lot of them when we were in Montreal a few years ago. That was incredible. Leading it off for Boston is J.D. Drew. In the top half of the fourth inning, Drew, Ramirez, then Buchholz. Reaching on an infield hit in the first inning.
J.D. Drew slipped into that 3 spot. One short tease was scratched because now he is 5 for 10 in his career of Edwin Jackson.
J.D. had a pretty quiet homestand going, just 2 for 20 in the homestand between the Rangers and the Angels. There's a strike and a full count now. Ramirez and Kevin Buchholz here in the fourth inning. High fly ball to right field, sending Gross back onto the track to make the catch. That 370 marker, one down.
Where can you score the coolest Red Sox gear in town? Check out BostonGlobeStore.com. The Boston Globe Store has everything for the die-hard fan, like autographed memorabilia, Red Sox photos, World Series souvenirs, and more. Shop online, shop anytime, shop BostonGlobeStore.com.
One down for Manny Ramirez. He struck out swinging in the first and sends one foul off to the right. It's pitch 50 for Edwin Jackson. Only 6 from Jackson, but missing. Average up to 370 for Manny Ramirez, who had 3 hits here last night. That was 6 for his last 10. Grounds it softly, left side, Longoria on the run. And in time to get Ramirez 2 down. So 2 up, 2 down. We're in the top half of the fourth inning, and Kevin Buchholz is coming up. Red Sox now 6-6 away from home this season. A loss last night to the Rays. Second time these teams have met on the season. They'll play 18 times before the end of the year. And the Red Sox last year took 13 of 18 games against the Rays. In there for a strike. And it's a ball to strike. at this time, 2-1. Even in the loss last night, Red Sox ended up with 10 hits, reaching that mark for the 6th straight game. And for the 12th time in their last 13 games. Red Sox with a total of 259 hits in the first month of the season. It's the highest club total since 1956. Buchholz takes strike 2. It's a full count.
Buchholz thought this fastball might have been a little bit down and away. And you can see the catcher Riggins kind of pull it back up into the strike zone.
Strike 3 call. Second strikeout for Jackson. Red Sox down in order. 3.5 done. No score from the Trop.
How would you like to run a business of your own from the comfort of your own home? It's not as crazy as it sounds.
I made over $100,000 a year from my home.
We took in over $200,000 last year.
Yeah, you have to be crazy to visit this website and find out how to start your home business. Crazy like a fox. Log on and get your success kit.
Last week, I made over $6,000.
Crazy? I don't think so. Log on now to get your success kit.
You're about to meet your match at your New England Ford dealer. Right now, Ford will match your down payment up to $1,000 on any new Focus, Fusion, Escape, Edge, or F-150. With up to $2,000 customer cash, your down payment plus Ford's $1,000 match, you've got up to $4,000 towards your down payment. Or get 0% financing plus up to $1,500 cash back on a new car, truck, SUV, or crossover. Drive one today at your New England Ford dealer.
You like the beach balls in the summer, and I like colors in the fall. It's been so long, can you remember green on anything at all?
Tim Hortons new chocolate brownie iced cap supreme, just $2.69. That's what we call fresh thinking. Tim Hortons, premium blend coffee, 20-minute fresh.
Is your financial situation in a downward spiral? Debt Relief Solutions places you with professional debt management companies who work to help consolidate your bills into one simple monthly payment, reduce or even eliminate interest, lower your monthly payments, and pay off your bills faster. You may even qualify to get cash back for paying your bills on time. Debt Relief Solutions helps you manage the unmanageable.
Call Debt Relief Solutions at 800-605-1360. That's 800-605-1360.
Visit the official online shop of the Red Sox at redsox.com. Browse the largest online selection of authentic team gear, including clubhouse caps and T-shirts, jerseys, collectibles, and more. Shop the redsox.com shop.
Last of the fourth inning with a well-populated Tropicana field tonight. Very big crowd as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. B.J. Upton, Carlos Pena, and Evan Longoria to face Buchholz, who has retired 7 batters in a row. Walked B.J. Upton first time he faced him in the first. A little wildness in the first inning after getting the first 2 outs. He walked both Upton and Pena back to back. 50 pitches for Buckholz as he works in the fourth. Grounded by Lowry at third base, who is in about even with the bag. Into the corner, Manny goes to get it. And Upton has got himself a leadoff double to begin things in the bottom of the fourth inning. It's the first hit of the night for the Tampa Bay Rays.
And it's on the changeup from Clay Buchholz. Again, that changeup to the right-hander. It stays inside. And the top spin ground ball by the dive of Lowry. It took Manny a long time to take it out of that corner down there in left field, but B.J. Upton was out running hard to second base. Had he been running hot, he might have had a chance.
Upton at second base to begin things here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's Carlos Pena. Long at bat, first time up, and walked in the first. team dinner on campus Northeastern in February. After his fantastic seasons, he takes strike 2.
Second most popular person to ever come out of Northeastern, of course. Now Orsillo also a Northeastern graduate.
I think Carlos a little more popular.
Depends who you speak to.
46 home runs, 121 RBIs last year. Didn't make the team in the spring last year. An injury to Greg Norton cleared a spot for Pena, and that's how he got on the team in that first week of the season. He's to play on a regular basis. Able to block it. No advance for Upton.
Nice job there by Jason Veritek. He just drops right down to the knees. You can read that ball was not going to even come close to reaching home plate. Goes right down to the knees, tries to cover everything up, and just tries to block it. It bounces right off the chest protector, right in front of him.
Inside, and it's 2-2. And for Pena, he became the first player to hit 40 or more home runs in the season after being released, and he was actually released twice in 2006, late March by the Detroit Tigers and then mid-August from the Yankees. And he didn't get up to New York. He was playing at AAA with the Columbus Clippers. His only major league action, of course, in 2006 was in September when the Red Sox had called him up signing him to a minor league deal. It's a high fly ball down the right field line up by the catwalks and a foul ball. Pena's incensed as he thought it was fair. He throws his arms in the air as he got around first.
Yeah, no argument though from Hendrick, the first base coach, and it did look foul. That thing was over everything, all kind of catwalks and wires that are hanging down. There's a changeup that he lifts, and it's a high one and long, but it looked foul from my vantage point, and there was no argument at all from the first base coach, and usually he gets a pretty good look at it. It's like Penny wants somebody to come out of the dugout and argue for him.
You know, it is a real help is those ones that hang from the catwalk, that yellow foul line up there, and I think that's where you could really tell.
Yeah.
Because that's as high as it was up by those catwalks. That one was as high a ball here roof-wise down the right field line that we've seen. As Pena back in there now, takes ball 3. Two at bats. He's seen 14 pitches from Clay Buchholz. Upton led off with a double. He broke up a string of 7 batters in a row retired by Clay Buckholz. On the ground to first baseman Kevin Buchholz. He'll take it alone as Upton gets on to third base.
Well, even after the long foul that Pena hit, and that was a changeup, Buchholz stayed with the changeup against Pena, and he eventually gets the ground ball out. Trying to pull that ball that's away, down and away, rolls over it. He does advance the man at third base.
The Red Sox will bring the infield in with 1 out. Here's Evan Longoria. Take strike 1 from Buckholz.
has that open stance to start with and then quickly closes it up.
And then there for a strike. 1 and 2 on the 60th pitch of the night from Clay Buchholz.
That's what he got him on last time, the curveball. And a good curveball in and get ahead of Longoria, 1 and 2.
Away in the count, 2 and 2. Longoria with 9 RBIs. As far as rookies go, he's only behind 1, and that's Jacoby Ellsbury, who's got 10. 2-2 pitch from Clay Buchholz with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Hauled off to the right. We'll do it again. Checked out to talk to Buchholz.
And one thing both Varitek and Buchholz would love to see here is the strikeout pitch of that man at 3rd and 1 out.
Good in this situation. That's with 1 out, Upton at 3rd base. In the dirt, blocked by Varitek to his right. He saves a run.
Once again, Varitek with a block, this time on the changeup.
A strikeout victim his first time up in the 1st. Buchholz with 4 strikeouts. On the ground to 3rd. With the infield in, Lowry's throw goes to 1st, and there's 2 down.
Well, they go right back to the pitch that got Longoria the first time. And that was the curveball. First time he struck him out. This time the ground ball right at Lowry, who's playing in at 3rd base. It's on top of the curveball, and Upton not going on contact, just heads right back to the bag, and the Red Sox pick up the 2nd out.
So 2 down, Upton still at 3rd base, and here's Eric Hensky. Hensky popped up to 3rd baseman Lowry in the 2nd inning. His home plate umpire Dan Iasanya. Jay Upton at 3rd base, 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Limited playing time last year for Hensky with the Red Sox. He hit a total of 6 home runs. We're not out of April, and he's got 5 home runs so far for these Rays. This is the 2002 American League Rookie of the Year winner. With Toronto. Ball 2, 2-1. Look at the breakdown for Buchholz, who's at 68 pitches now. The first inning in which he walked back-to-back batters and had to throw 23 pitches. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
Buchholz tonight had a little extra life on that fastball. Good outing last time out. He's had a couple of fastballs tonight, even though that last one was 91, up to about as high as 94.
away from Hinske.
Hinske fouls it off, and it hangs at 2-2. Two outs last half of the fourth inning. BJ Upton 90 feet away at third base. On a count of 2-2 to Eric Hinske. Hinske fouls it off up into the upper deck above us. It's been an amazing start for Hinske so far in a Rays uniform. Second only to Manny Ramirez right now in slugging percentage. And waiting on a 2-2 from Buchholz, who backs off. Hinske hits it on the ground, and Buchholz to Buckholz for the out. The leadoff double wasted for the Rays through 4. No score from Tropicana Field.
Hey, Nick, check this out. This Business Select thing is great. I get to be one of the first to board, and I get extra rapid rewards credit and a free drink.
Shh, keep it down.
What? No, I want to shout this from the rooftops. I got Business Select.
Hey, what? I know it's great, man, but if everybody knows about it, then everyone's gonna do it.
Southwest Airlines' new Business Select. You're guaranteed to be one of the first to board, you get extra rapid rewards credit, a free drink, and it's fully refundable.
You're now free to be more productive.
Turn left. Turn right. Turn left.
You want a navigation system?
That'd be great.
The special value packages are here. Get voice-activated GPS at no extra charge, plus side curtain airbags and power seats, windows, mirrors, and more. Well-qualified returning lessees get a low-mileage lease on a 300LX for $279 a month. Chrysler, engineered beautifully.
When you're on the go, you need the convenience, quality, and pricing that you'll always find at Extramart. Convenience. Everything you need is priced right and ready to go. Quality. Extramart has their own Extra Cafe gourmet coffee, delicious Deli Joe sandwiches, and Extra Fuels gasoline. The Extra Cafe featured flavored coffee is mudslide. Slide into spring in this outrageous wave of coffee, chocolate, and sweet cream. Now at Extramart convenience store. In every corner of New England, Extramart is just around your corner.
Call Mama.
Calling Mama.
We knew that people who don't drive a Ford would be surprised by Ford. So we went from town to town and friend to friend, inviting real people to drive one.
It gets great gas mileage and it's fun. It's definitely a sleek and sexy car. The thing that surprised me the most about the Ford Focus is how much I really enjoyed it. Definitely felt comfortable and safe, and that really surprised me. Driving it for a week, I don't want to give it up.
Get a Focus with $500 cash, plus we'll match your down payment up to $1,000, or get 0% with $1,000 cash.
Scoreless as we head to the top half of the fifth inning. Buckholz able to work his way around a leadoff double by BJ Upton in the last half of the fourth inning. Retired Pena, Longoria, and Hinske as the Rays lead BJ Upton at third base. And it's Coco Crisp who leads it off and fouls the first pitch off to start things here in the fifth. Coco reached on a fielder's choice in the second inning. After Crisp, it'll be Veritek and Lowry to face Edwin Jackson, who has now retired the last 6 batters. And pitch 60 of the night is in their first strike.
Well, this is more like the Edwin Jackson of his first 2 starts of the season. They were looking for a bounce-back performance tonight from him, and so far he's given it to them.
For the backstop. 6 in the fastball.
Just missing high. Riggins. That ball was by Riggins in a hurry.
2 dropped him down into the dirt. Winning against New York and Seattle in his first 2 outings. A 6-inning effort against the Yankees in the victory. 8-inning effort against the Mariners. And then losses against New York and the White Sox in the last 2 games for Jackson. Chris lines one into right field for a base hit. Coco on to begin things here in the 5th, and for the 4th time in 5 innings, Red Sox have the lead runner on.
Well, Covidian is a proud sponsor of the Boston Red Sox and the Red Sox Foundation, helping to raise money for life-saving cancer research.
Well, a lot of talk, of course, during spring training and to begin the year. Will Coco Crisp stay with the Red Sox? Who's going to get the more regular playing time? Jerry, he has played very well when he's been able to play for the Red Sox so far this season.
He sure has. I mean, hitting .341 coming into the game. He's got 4 steals, has not been caught.
With a .341 batting average into tonight's action, he's 1 for 2. And on here to begin the 5th. Veritek's bunting and popping it up foul down the 3rd baseline.
Well, as we mentioned many times, it's funny how things work out. I mean, you just don't know what's going to break during the course of a season. Here we are in April. We've already had so many injuries and sickness and roster changes that, you know, Crisp has become an integral part of this club, even along with Ellsbury. So, I mean, I think they're a better club with both of them.
Up high in the count is 1-1. The question is, will there be enough playing time in the eyes of Coco Crisp? And certainly that was his thought process heading into spring training. If it was not going to be the regular center fielder, he did not want to be here, and he traded away.
Well, you know what makes it easier? When you do start and play games, you got 8-game hitting streak, you're hitting over .340. It makes it a little bit easier. If you're struggling, you're not hitting because you're not playing, it's different. He might have been going there. He had a little flinch toward second base.
Ball 1 strike to Jason Veritek. A bunt bid in his first attempt. Well, the pitch out, it was way up. Riggins had to fully extend that arm.
Yeah, they saw the little flinch by Coco Crisp, and of course, if we can see it from up here, the manager can see it. He puts on the pitch out, which I don't think he had to do, because usually when a guy does that, he doesn't go again on the next pitch. So now he's put him in a running count, 2-1.
Chuck and Chris crossing over to get back. Straight away for Veritek with a count of 2-1. Coco not going as Veritek grounds it foul outside of first. A report on Mike Lowell tonight in his rehab start in Buffalo, playing defensively at third base for the White Sox tonight, 1 for 4. 2-2, the count to Veritek with Crisp at first. Jason fouls off another 94 that time from Edwin Jackson. Jackson in that first win of the season outdueled Andy Pettit in a 6-3 win. Second time 2-2 again. Strikes out Veritek. Unable to move the runner along. Third strikeout for Jackson. One down on the fifth.
Well, after a bunch of fastballs to Veritek, Edwin Jackson goes to the slider to pick up the strikeout. And so he got two things accomplished here. He got the out, and he also still has Crisp at first base.
So one down, and here's Jed Lowry, who singled to right field his first time up. Ball one. He's now hit safely in his first 8 games in the big leagues. The Red Sox minor league offensive player of the year. Last year was in the season between AA Portland and AAA Pawtucket. Kind of a slow start with the Paw Sox this year before he got called up. He was just 4 for 25. And he's hit ever since he's gotten to the major league level with the Red Sox. Now the 1-0 to Lowry. On the outside corner for a strike. Waits on deck, 1 out. Coco Crisp at first base. Checking Coco back to the bag. He's not yet tried to steal second base.
No, had that one attempt where it looked like he was going. They threw to first base, and since that time, he's been stagnant there.
Inside, 2-1.
Even though Riggins, the catcher, has not thrown anybody out yet on the season, he's 0 for 7. They tell me that he's a very good defensive catcher.
Lowry pops it up foul back and out of play. And the count evens at 2-2. Red Sox with 4 hits tonight. Ellsbury, Drew, Lowry, and Crisp. And they've got the lead runner on in 4 of 5 innings tonight. This one gets away from Riggins. Crisp will head for second and turn it. Head for third now. Riggins with the throw, not in time. And the ball that gets back to the backstop, Coco Crisp takes 2 bases.
Now, great hustle there by Coco Crisp. It's a changeup that's going to get by Riggins. And Coco with no hesitation at all. This is something basically you do on your own. Crisp takes off here. Takes a look back. He sees that he can make it by himself. No help from the third base coach. Didn't need it. And no contest at third base. Now the infield comes in with a 3-2 count and 1 out.
Wild pitch charge to Jackson. Crisp stands at third with 1 out. Lowry takes ball 4. Second walk given up by Jackson. And it's first and third with 1 away. Jim Hickey, the pitching coach, will make his way out.
It's interesting watching Chris go first and third because, you know, you always think that the base runners are looking for their coaches for help, but that's a decision that he made on his own. He took a peek back. He knew he had a chance to make it, and off he goes. Well, this week, Hazel May's top 9 countdown of all things Sox includes the fan who dropped the ball, how the Red Sox go green, Jacoby Ellsbury's big night, the 4-game sweep of Texas, and much more. That's Sunday at noon on the Ultimate Red Sox Show.
The meeting at the mound is over. The Red Sox have a base runner to third base for the first time tonight. It's Coco Crisp across the diamond at first is Jed Lowry, 1 out. And Julio Lugo coming up. Lugo lined out to the center fielder B.J. Upton in the 3rd inning. And he gets his second look tonight at Edwin Jackson. Lugo slices it foul off to the right. We're 5 for 8 in this category. 4 for 4 in the ball game last night. Snapped that 9-game hitting streak. And looking for his first hit tonight. Scoreless game in the 5th. And it's ball 1, 1-1. Coco Crisp with a leadoff single. Varitek struck out a wild pitch, and Coco took 2 bases to get to third before Jed Lowry walked. 2 on, 1 away. A strike over the outside corner has Lugo quickly snapping his head back, saying something to Isanya.
Well, I've got a few Red Sox hitters not happy with certain pitches. Lugo, Buchholz. Slider from Jackson. Let's take a look. Borderline, but Lugo didn't like it. Isanya did.
Two. 2-2. Jackson about to throw his 80th pitch of the night with 1 out here in the 5th. Been either in the 90s or up over 100 as far as his pitch count on the season. It was most pitches, ironically, in his first outing against the Yankees, 102. First and third, 1 down. Struck him out. Lugo goes chasing. We'll say some things to Isanya. Better be careful. Isanya going right back at him. He was upset about strike 2.
Yeah, no, you know, and a lot of times when that happens and you strike out, you blame the strikeout on a pitch previous to that. In other words, you made me chase that bad breaking ball, and he better be calmed down, and Francona's trying to calm him down now. They don't have a lot of extra guys. They need him in the lineup. It's like Lugo saying, you made me chase this pitch because you called it for a strike earlier in the count. And of course, Lugo has to be very careful here as he has it out with Isanya because there's nobody else to play shortstop. I mean, they got 3 guys on the bench.
So a big strikeout for Edwin Jackson, his 4th K. No contact for Lugo, so it's still first and third. And now Jacoby Ellsbury is 1 for 2 tonight, reached on the infield hit in the first. Taps it foul. pretty hard in this inning is Edwin Jackson. It's the hardest he's worked on the night. Pitch count 23 this inning. Echo 90 feet away. Jed Lowry at first. Ellsbury grounds one, diving at third is Longoria. Throw to first is going to pull Pena off a run in. Crisp from third. Put the Red Sox on top 1-0. Longoria knew he didn't have much time after the dive with Ellsbury running, and he can't get him.
The amazing thing about it is if he makes an accurate throw, he's going to get him. This is quite a play by the third baseman. He's in tight. He dives to his right. Across the bag and gets rid of it quickly, and if it's on target, he probably does get him. But because of that speed, he's got to rush it. That pulls Pena off the bag, and Ellsbury with a big 2-out base hit to give the Red Sox the lead.
So a 2-for-3 night now for Ellsbury, both infield hits. And he picks up his 11th RBI of the season. The Red Sox on top 1-0. 2 on, 2 down for Dustin Pedroia. Chop left side. Bartlett will have to go to first and does for the out. That ends the 5th, but the Red Sox have struck first tonight. Boston on top 1-0.
You dream of nights like this. The energy, the excitement, the fun. Introducing the 2009 Toyota Corolla. With the fuel efficiency and safety you would expect, more power and available features you wouldn't. The all-new 2009 Corolla. Live the dream for less coin. See it at your New England Toyota dealer.
Implanted defibrillators are connected to the heart by small wires called leads. The FDA has issued a Class 1 recall for specific leads manufactured by Medtronic between 2004 and 2007. These wires have the potential to fracture and cause unnecessary shocks to your heart or prevent the device from working at all. If you believe these recalled leads may be connected to your defibrillator, call now for information about this recall and your legal rights.
Call 800-927-4615 for a free case evaluation.
Where do I whiten? Anywhere I want.
With Listerine whitening quick dissolving strips, they dissolve away, so there's nothing to remove. No wonder more people prefer their convenience 2-to-1 over the leading whitening strip. Listerine whitening strips. Real whitening, real easy.
Monday through Friday, I call it work. On the weekends, I call it play.
More ASE top mechanics use Valvoline in their own cars.
When you're on the go, you need a one-handed snack with a two-handed taste. Wendy's new Chicken Go Wraps. They're not strips like some other wraps. They're made with only tender center-cut chicken breast in home style, spicy, or grilled, each just $1.49. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Now eat way better, way later.
Coming up after the game, it's W.B. Mason's Extra Innings with Tom Caron and Dennis Eckersley. You'll get all the post-game reaction from tonight's game against the Rays, including Terry's take, plus Eck will break down Clay Buchholz start. It's all coming up right after the game, and it's live on Nesson.
1-0 Red Sox on top. Jacoby Ellsbury's RBI and an infield hit scores Coco Crisp. Is the difference in the game. About a 20-minute wait for Clay Buckholz, who returns to the mound with the lead for the first time tonight. It's Gabe Gross who leads it off for the Rays and takes ball one.
Now speed that got a run for the Red Sox that inning. Chris going first to third on a wild pitch. And then, of course, the speed of Ellsbury down that first base line on an infield hit. So there they are, both in the lineup, and both giving the Red Sox a 1-0 lead. And you know what I forgot to do, Don?
You forgot the cowbell.
For the run. Can't do it again. It's one run. You can only do it once, right? Take that.
You're a one-man band. Strike, and it's 2-1 to Gross. He grounded out to Buchholz at first base in the second inning. In on the hands and kind of fisted to short right. Out goes Pedroia to make the catch. Pops out, one away.
Gross jammed on that fastball inside. Pedroia starts back, and then it really turns into a pretty easy play for him as he has to slow up to make the catch.
One down, 4 in a row, retired by Buchholz. And here's Sean Riggins, who popped out to second base, first time up. On the ground, right side, Pedroia, step to his left. He's been busy in the inning, and there's 2 down.
Well, this is the kind of inning, too. Buckholz would love to have a nice little easy 1-2-3 low pitch count inning. Red Sox get a run, get him back at the plate, save yourself a few pitches. A lot of stuff around his neck, doesn't he, Clay?
He sure does.
A lot of stuff.
Pitching line is brought to you by Nissan. 4 1/3 innings. Actually 4 2/3 innings now. Put up just the 1 hit, 2 walks, 4 Ks. Bartlett struck out looking first time up. A 1 hopper. Lugo picks and throws. Nice inning for Clay Buchholz. The Rays go in order 1, 2, 3. It's 1-0 Boston.
When you have two good teams, who wins comes down to who wants it more. Same goes for banking. That's why nobody will take better care of you or do more to earn your business than the people at Sovereign. It's that simple. Because at Sovereign, we want you to be the winner.
Open a Premier checking account right now and get a $150 bonus. It's another way Sovereign does more to earn your business.
Nice game, kid.
Way to go, Pap.
Nice game. Nice game, dude.
Nice game. Celebrate with Papelbon and the Red Sox, because after any Sox victory, you can get a free iced coffee or tea. When the Red Sox win, you win. America runs on Dunkin'. Buy a flatbread or pizza the day after the Red Sox win and get a free 16-ounce iced coffee or tea.
We have a code blue. Code what? Code blue?
Divide by the total sales, you'll see how we came up with the 10%.
Code blue? Code blue.
The cold activated bottle from Coors Light. The mountains on the label turn blue when your beer is as cold as the Rockies.
Code what?
Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
You need a little. I'm good. Okay. Maybe touch a deal. Yeah. Okay.
There's a better place to play. Foxwoods Resort Casino, home of the only poker room in New England. Check out the action at foxwoods.com.
1-0. Red Sox on top as we head to the top half of the 6th inning. Edwin Jackson back on the mound. The Blues brothers are here.
Yeah, the Blues brothers have come down from Boston. Half a pack of gum, that's all they brought. Half a pack.
You don't need the whole pack.
Hello, JD.
Drew Ramirez and Buchholz. Right side diving is Pena. He'll need help over as Jackson. Nice play. We hear so much about the offense. Pena is also a very good first baseman defensively.
Well, it also helps that he's a left-handed first baseman. That means that glove is on the right hand, and of course when he dives, he has a chance to make that play. A right-hander would have to go across his body. Nice underhand flip and a long one to Jackson covering first base for the first out.
Going down, Manny Ramirez. Quiet so far tonight. A strikeout victim in the first. Grounded out to third base in the 4th inning. Right field, post was deep, but still able to make the running catch. 2 down.
The Independent Film Festival of Boston is now running through the weekend. Films are showing at the Somerville Theater, Brattle Theater, and Coolidge Corner Theater. For more information or to order tickets, check out ifboston.org.
Any of your films right now playing at the International Film Festival? I know you do a lot of films during the off season.
No, we have actually nothing in production right now.
2 down for Buchholz to center field, sending Upton back. Jackson has a quick 1-2-3 6th inning. 5.5 done tonight from the Trop. 1-0 Red Sox.
Most innovative features. DVD player and gaming outlet. 5-star crash test rating. Best fuel economy in its class. Introducing the all-new Dodge Journey.
Well-qualified returning lessees get a low-mileage lease on Journey SXT with a 3.5-liter V6 engine for $269 a month.
Turn on the refreshment with a large icy cold Mickey D's sweet tea. Brewed fresh daily, sweetened to perfection, and just $1 cool.
I couldn't pay my bills.
It was ruining my life.
I couldn't answer my own phone because of the bill collectors.
Between student loans and my credit cards, I could barely make minimums.
I knew there had to be a way out.
If this sounds familiar, we can help. In Charge Debt Solutions is a nonprofit credit counseling agency that can help you find solutions to your debt problem. Our certified counselors will help you find a solution, putting you back in charge of your life. If you qualify for our debt management program, we may be able to lower your interest rates, eliminate late and over-limit fees, reduce collection calls, and help you repay your debts in a way that is manageable for your budget.
You don't have to own a home to qualify.
I was on the verge of bankruptcy. Soon I'll be debt-free.
I have my life back.
Stop living in fear. In Charge can help you regain control of your life. It's private and confidential, so make the call today.
Well, tonight after our Red Sox coverage, soon in a sports desk presented by FW Webb, home of Frank Webb's Bass Sentence. They'll recap day 1 of the NFL Draft, plus complete coverage of Game 3 between the Celtics and the Hawks. It's all on Sports Desk tonight after our Red Sox coverage on That's It.
Christmas stockings.
Need a mass to Tampa, Florida. Actually, you're in St. Pete, but that's okay. You're probably staying in Tampa. That's a good idea for Nessa.com for the holidays.
Not a bad idea. Stockings. What are you thinking?
Always thinking, though. Always thinking.
Nicanor Iwamora leading it off here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Buckholz had a nice 6-pitch inning in the 5th, retiring the side in order. We're here at Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, Florida. Don Orsillo and Jerry Remy bringing you Boston Red Sox baseball in high definition on NESN. Red Sox were able to score for the first time in the 5th inning. An infield hit by Jacoby Ellsbury to third base. It produced Coco Crisp from third for the game's only run. The 1-1 is in there for strike 2 to Iwamora. Iwamora, then Crawford and Upton. 1, 2, and 3. The Rays here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
A lot of activity in the St. Pete area. Of course, the Red Sox Rays series here over the weekend, which always draws very good crowds, especially on weekends. And of course, there's a triathlon tomorrow morning in downtown St. Pete, which should make getting the ballpark interesting.
Remember what, the year before last you ran it? 1-2 pitch, strike 3 call. He's going to say it's a foul tip. Iwamora disagrees. Insomnia. Somebody hit the bat. Look at the glove.
Once again, the curveball from Buckholz. Let's see. Yeah, it's tough to tell. I mean, well, maybe it did. It did look like it changed directions. It looked like it went up slightly, and of course, Veritek made the catch. A lot of people not happy with and I signed behind the plate tonight.
5 strikeouts for Clay Buchholz, 1 down in the 6th inning. Crawford with a swing and a miss.
Now this triathlon, you swim first, right? Then you bike, and then you run. And I know you'll be doing that tomorrow. So you'll be a little late getting to the ballpark. Training very hard over the last 24 hours for that.
Some great trips from Lance Armstrong last week on how to prepare for it. Shot down the first baseline. Buchholz is there. So is Buchholz for the out. It's 8 in a row. Retired by Buchholz. 2 down in the 6th inning. I mean, can you even imagine doing that?
No. Not even in my best day could I ever do that.
Buchholz with 2 outs here in the 6th inning, ready to deal with B.J. Upton.
I never get past the first leg. I drown. Because I'm not a really good swimmer. Can you do it with floaties?
There's all kinds of things. Elements, cold water, jellyfish.
Sharks.
Yeah, I mean sharks. Forget the jellyfish.
Potholes with the right to bite. Those things.
Rays. Well, they're all in there while you're trying to swim. B.J. Upton has walked and doubled. He's been on twice. Chops it to third. Lowry. Another 1-2-3 inning for Clay Buchholz, who's given up just 1 hit. They're the first 6, 1-0 Boston.
Why aren't you ready?
You know, since you got this new DVR from Time Warner Cable, I'm pretty much the master of my time. Recording, rewinding, I've got the power to bend the space-time continuum to my own needs.
Yeah, you better fast forward yourself off the couch.
Shh, wait. What time's it now?
2 seconds later. It's coming.
Watch TV on your time. All it takes is the push of a button with a DVR from Time Warner Cable. Time Warner Cable has digital video packages starting as low as $29.95 per month. Time Warner Cable, the power of you.
The service department was excellent.
Double match or 0 down. Whatever's best for you. 0 down to own.
Where the value is real.
Your 1,000 plus Fords is 2, plus Darlings is 3.
It's extra value in every deal.
And that's before more cash from Ford or 0 APR for 60 months.
Exceptional.
Better fuel economy instantly, where we welcome all credit scores. Double match or 0 down.
You'll do better at Darlings.
Carl, can you see the pen? I'm going to ask you to do a test. It's called a one-leg stand. You raise your right foot up, stand on one leg. Stand here just like this. Can't do it. I'm not going to do any more tests. I'm going to place you under arrest for operating under the influence.
Maine Beverage Company wants you to know a designated driver is the right choice every time.
Get ready. This is the Subaru Dealers of New England Spring Sales Event. Get ready for adventure in the world's first sport utility wagon, the all-wheel drive Subaru Outback with a powerful boxer engine for improved handling and control. Right now, get $1,500 cash back plus 0% financing. Ready for spring. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru. Don't miss the Subaru Spring Sales Event going on now.
I had gray hair, but now I look like Dick Clark.
I mean, it's like you're going the other way.
I am.
You'll be back in the major leagues in a couple of years.
Genetic freaks.
1-0 Red Sox as we head to the top half of the 7th inning. And it's Coco Crisp. It was 1 for 2 in the ballgame. 9 singles scored, the game's only run. And in the 5th inning is Edwin Jackson. He's back out there for the Rays. In tight. It's 2-1 now to Coco. It's Crisp, Veritek, and Lowry to face Jackson, and some stirring for the first time in the game in the Rays pen. As the lefty's getting up as Crisp takes strike 2.
They got 2 young pitchers in this game tonight, Jackson and Buckholz, both pitching with tremendous confidence.
Ball 3. The lefty of the Pens, Trevor Miller. Shot to first. Picked on the half hop by Pena for the first out.
Following the game tonight, it's Granite City Electric's Extra Innings Extra with Chime, Karen, and Dennis Eckersley. You'll hear all the reaction from the Red Sox clubhouse. Plus, they'll have highlights from around the majors, including the Yankees in Cleveland. It's all coming up after the game, and it's all live on NESN.
1 down in the 7th, 5 in a row. Retired by Edwin Jackson. And here comes Jason Veritek. His return to the Red Sox starting lineup tonight. He is flied into a double play to center field. As Coco Crisp was stealing on it and was thrown out at first base to end the 2nd inning, and then he struck out swinging in the 5th. Ahead this time, 2-0. Chops it down the first baseline, a foul ball. Run down by Pena for good measure.
You know what that means, Doug?
Yeah, the dirty water.
Yep, check it. As I know this afternoon, you were a little surprised the fact that why Jet fans boo all the time when they have a pick, and why are they there at the draft? Well, the draft, as you might know, is in New York, so
I know.
You didn't know at the time.
When this popped up, Father, where are the Giants fans? What I want to know.
Oh, they do the same
Why
thing.
do the Jets fans take the whole thing? I mean, why do they let those people in the first place?
Yeah, they do.
I mean, why should one team have all those fans there? I mean, what is that?
The Giants have a lot of fans there too.
It's always the Jets fans who are loud. Really get into the draft tonight. 3-2 is ball 4. Veritek will head down to first base. First time he's been on, it's the 3rd walk allowed by Edwin Jackson. He's just now reached 100 pitches on the night. So 1 out, 1 on. Jed Lowry coming up. He has singled and walked. He's been aboard twice.
Miller, as you mentioned, throwing in that bullpen, and of course after Lowry, Lugo the right-hander, but then Ellsbury lefty, Pedroia and Drew, 2 out of 3 of those hitters left-handed. That's when you may see Miller in the game.
He's averaged 96 so far in his outings. Mentioned the most he's thrown is 102. That was first time out at New York against the Yankees. A 6-inning victory for him as Lowry fouls it off to even the count at 1-1.
Tell if that got about Briggins' mask or his shoulder. Adjusting the mask. Let's take a look. That really made his neck bow, didn't it? Oof.
Fouls it off, and it's 1-2. Red Sox have been held to 5 hits, while the Rays have been held to 1. Only hit for Tampa Bay, B.J. Upton's double to lead off the 4th. He ended up being left at 3rd base. missed that time. Buchholz retired 9 batters in a row. 1-2. Fly ball left field. Carl Crawford. 2 down. Retired for the first time tonight is Jed Lowry. And here comes Julio Lugo. Had a conversation after striking out in the 5th inning with Dan Iasanya that did not go so well. And close to getting ejected.
That's just one of those at bats, you know, after you've got into it with the home plate umpire, and you have to expand that zone a little bit. You've got to, you can't be taking close pitches.
It's strike one. Prior to the controversial strikeout in the 5th inning, he lined out to center field in the 3rd inning. Quickly down 0-2. Two outs, top of the 7th. Veritek at first in a 1-run game. All 1-2. Top of the Red Sox order, Jacoby Ellsbury waiting on deck. 2 outs. Trevor Miller, the lefty's been up the entire inning. Lugo grounds it at Bartlett at shortstop and ends the inning. 7th inning stretch time. It's 1-0 Boston. Time for a Sports Desk update with John Chandler.
Thanks a lot, Don. On draft day, the Patriots swapped picks with the New Orleans Saints and grabbed linebacker Gerard Mayo at number 10. He's a heavy hitter out of Tennessee. Catherine Tappan will have more from Foxborough tonight on Sports Desk, presented by FW Webb, home of Frank Webb's Bat Centers, a trusted part of your home remodeling team. We'll get you back to the Sox after this quick timeout. Keep it right here on NESN.
For power sports, there's only one. Reynolds Motorsports. Lowrider, custom drag, hot rod. The VT750 at just $169 a month with no money down is all 3 wrapped into one. Fat tires on cast wheels, show-stopping style with power to burn and a price that won't. Ride the VTX 1300 with no money down. Want every accessory for the open road? You know where to go. Reynolds Motorsports, the boys with Honda toys, just west of Gorham. Honda, performance first.
Coors Light. It's a frost-brewed beer. It's a beer brewed down as cold as 34 degrees. Aged cold. Filtered cold. Put into bottles, cans, and kegs. Cold. Why? We know you like cold beer. So ask for a beer with a taste as cold as the Rockies. Because refreshment isn't everything. It's the only thing. Frost-brewed Coors Light. The world's most refreshing beer.
Attention kidney dialysis patients. If you became a dialysis patient after open heart surgery, you may have a claim for money damages. A drug commonly used during heart surgery has been found to double the risk of kidney failure. Unfortunately, you may not know if you were given this drug. But if you've been forced to undergo kidney dialysis after open heart surgery, call now for a free review of your claim. Call 800-940-6234 for a free case evaluation. That's 800-940-6234.
Tomorrow night at 12:30, tomorrow afternoon at 12:30, join Tom Caron and Dennis Eckersley for Olympia Sports presents the Boston Globe pregame show. They'll preview the pitching matchup between Josh Beckett and James Shields, plus an update on Mike Lowe's rehab at Pawtucket, and the Boston Globe's Gordon Eads and Emily Benjamin will bring you the latest from the Sox clubhouse. It's all tomorrow at 12:30 on NESN.
Clay Buchholz has retired the last 9 Rays that he's faced. He's given up 1 hit through the first 6 innings. And so far, no runs. Putting together a pretty good stretch. As there's action in the pen behind him, Okajima and Del Carmen. Keeping in mind that for Buchholz, in his last outing, he allowed no runs in 6 innings against Texas. So it's 11 innings now without giving up a run in his last 2 starts against the Rangers and Rays. And it's Pena, Longoria, and Hensky down here in the bottom of the 7th inning for Tampa Bay. Pena walked in the first inning, grounded out to first base in the fourth. And nearly hit one out of here. A towering fly ball was ruled foul. By the catwalks and everything else on that right field line.
Unfortunately, he was the only guy in the ballpark that thought it was fair.
It's 0-2 to Pena.
A good shot curveball that time from Clay Buchholz. Again, mastering all three of his pitches. Again tonight, back-to-back games.
Strikes out Pena. 6 Ks for Buckholz.
Now, of all the strikeouts he's had in the game tonight, only one has been with a fastball. Echewa in the first inning on a changeup. Longoria on a curveball. Now, here's the one on a fastball. Nope, this is Longoria again, excuse me. Kyle Crawford, he got on a fastball. Echewa on a breaking ball. And the curveball of Pena.
One down for Longoria, who's 0 for 2. You saw the strikeout. He's also grounded out to third base. Braves have had one base runner since the first inning. As they bat here in the bottom of the 7th. Buchholz with 2 outs in the first inning walked Upton and Pena back-to-back before he struck out Longoria to end the first. He retires 7 in a row until B.J. Upton doubled to begin the 4th, and since that double he has retired 10 in a row. Well, Longoria strikes out. Back-to-back Ks for Buchholz, who's only getting better as the night goes on.
Again, it gets ahead of Longoria, elevates the fastball at 93, 94 miles an hour. And he's got him twice on curveballs tonight. This time blows the fastball by him, so he's got him guessing big time.
Ties a season high in strikeouts. He struck out 7 in his first outing in Toronto. He's got 7 tonight. Back-to-back Ks here in the 7th, having thrown 93 pitches. Kinski's 0 for 2. He wants time and gets it. He's popped out to third, grounded out to first in 2 at-bats against Clay Buchholz. On the ground, Pedroia to his right, plants and throws. A 1-2-3 7th inning for Buchholz. He's cruising. 12 in a row, retired 1-0 Red Sox.
Whoa!
Hey. Hey, we followed you from work.
Nick, can you share a productivity tip?
I use Southwest Airlines. Yeah, Southwest has a ton of non-stops, even on long flights. I mean, just look at all these non-stop. And you can get a ton of stuff done the whole time. No connections, no interruptions.
Solid gold!
What? Did you say solid gold? Yeah. I gotta get to my gate.
Over 3,400 daily non-stops to the places you do business.
You're now free to be more productive.
When you have 2 good teams, who wins comes down to who wants it more. Same goes for banking. That's why the people at Sovereign prove time and again that nobody wants your business more or cares more about keeping it. From anticipating your needs to calling you about special offers. Sovereign's all over it because we want you to be the winner.
Welcome to Sovereign.
The Bob team comes to the plate. It's a hit. The Priscilla recliner, only $2.99. Batter up. Another hit. The Lido recliner, only $2.99. Here's the pitch. Bases loaded. The Queen Anne recliner, only $2.99. Bob's batting cleanup. Grand slam! The Big Easy recliner, only $2.99. The Bob's team wins again. 4 recliners, your choice, only $2.99.
Now that's what I call a real clean sweep.
Hello, I'm a Mac.
And I'm a PC. There you are, Mac.
Oh, thanks, PC.
Well, Microsoft Office 2008 just came out for Mac, so you're going to be doing a lot more work. I figured you'd need one of those babies.
Great. What is it exactly?
That's a stress toy. Never seen a stress toy? Just give it a squeeze when something stresses you out, like,
right.
Oh, Mac just got the latest version of Microsoft Office. Now, Mac can do all the Office stuff you can do.
But, PC, this is a good thing. You shouldn't really...
You and Mac are so compatible. I want to transfer all my files over to a Mac. Give it a squeeze. Oh.
1-0, the Red Sox on top of the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. We head to the top half of the 8th inning. Was called to the bullpen. Is brought to you by New England Ford dealers. Trevor Miller into the game.
12th appearance of the season for Miller. Of course, he worked in the ball game last night. A third of an inning. Had a couple of walks and a strikeout against the Red Sox. 34 years old. Returning for the Rays for the second time in his career.
One bid by Ellsbury that ends up over by the Rays dugout. With 2 hits, both infield hits, and the latter of the 2 in the 5th inning, knocking in the only run of this contest, scoring Coco Crisp in the 5th. The 0-1, swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. More action for Tampa Bay as Scott Doman is up. We got to know the Rays bullpen last night a little bit better. 11-inning contest last night for the Rays came away with the win. Edwin Jackson, 7 innings for the Rays, 5 hits, 1 run. He walked 3, struck out 4. And threw 108 pitches, a season high. Ellsbury pops it up. Miller wants it. Look out as he makes the grab right in front of Longoria coming from third. Miller was calling all the way. Barely missed a collision there on the left side.
And why not? You know, it's almost like against a baseball rule that a pitch is allowed to catch a pop-up. He called for it right away. Longoria is trying to call him off, but Miller reaches up and makes the catch. Like he was a little perturbed with Longoria for even bothering with him.
So 1 down. Dustin Pedroia coming up. 0 for 3 in the game.
Like, you know, I'm 34 years old. When I call for it, you're 22. You stay away, I'm going to make the play.
When you think about all the shagging during batting practice that pitchers do. You know, as Pedroia goes around, and it's 0-2. Of all things they can catch, you'd think it'd be something in the air.
But, you know, they catch every ball that comes back from the catcher during a game, right? Why can't they catch those little pop-ups? It's ridiculous to me.
The 0-2. Pedroia strikes out. Miller's been impressive since coming in. And there's 2 down. A little history tonight for Kevin Buchholz. He was, of course, already passed Garvey earlier this year, and now 1,701 consecutive errorless chances. It's a new MLB record. As he surpassed Stuffy McGinnis earlier. A record set by McGinnis May 31st of 1921. It lasted until 1922 in June. His last error was July 4th of 2006. And it was right here at Tampa Bay.
Congratulations to Kevin Buchholz, Major League Baseball history.
I wonder how he'd make the transition to first base. It's been incredible. Two down in the 8th. The base is empty. And J.D. Drew 1 for 3 in the game tonight. Takes the strike and it's 2-1. Against Miller in this lefty-lefty matchup. He's got a home run against him. Lifts it down the left field line. Crawford was swung over towards left center, but it's going to be Longoria who had the best opportunity but can't catch it. Dealing with a series of obstacles running towards the Red Sox pen.
those are tough plays when they're heading in that direction. It's not only the bullpen there, but you got to gauge exactly where the fence is, and now he starts to cut back. He looks like he overran it a little bit. He didn't have to climb a mound because that part there where the catches are, that's flat, so that wasn't a problem for him. Quite a bit of foul territory down there.
2 down in the inning with 2-2 to Drew. Outside, ball 3. Drew with an infield hit back in the first inning, a 1-for-3 showing. Close. And down to first base goes Drew. A 2-out walk. Now a chance for Manny Ramirez. And he will not face Miller as Joe Madden makes his way out. They got Scott Doman ready to go. With Ramirez, who came into the game hitting at .370 coming up, who stepped aside with the pitching change from Tropicana Field. And the Red Sox on top 1-0.
When you're on the go, you need the convenience, quality, and pricing that you'll always find at Extramart. Convenience. Everything you need is priced right and ready to go. Quality. Extramart has their own Extra Cafe gourmet coffee, delicious Deli Joe sandwiches, and Extra Fuels gasoline. The Extra Cafe featured flavored coffee is mudslide. Slide into spring in this outrageous wave of coffee, chocolate, and sweet cream. Now at Extramart convenience store. In every corner of New England, Extramart is just around your corner.
ThermoSpa's custom designs hot tubs for therapy, along with entertainment, and today has engineered a revolutionary swim spa called the Spa Trainer, large enough to accommodate 12 adults. A powerful current allows you to swim endlessly, while the other side provides the ultimate hot tub experience. In the Spa Trainer, you control the intensity, and best of all, it's self-contained, so it's ready to use the day we deliver it. Call to receive a free DVD and a 48-page brochure to learn all about ThermoSpa's luxurious hot tubs and swim spas. Call now and we'll include free delivery, a $450 value, free chemicals, a $150 value, and a $400 cash coupon. This $1,000 offer is free, with no obligation, and is valid for 1 year.
Call 800-862-3700.
ThermoSpas, luxurious hot tubs made affordable.
Kids between the ages of 10 and 14 can apply to be Kid Nation captains. The captains will be the first ever group of young fans appointed to lead all of Red Sox Kid Nation and develop impactful community service programs. Visit redsox.com/kidnation to apply. All candidates right here, too.
Oh, 2 outs in the 8th inning. It's 1-0. Red Sox on top. New pitcher for the Rays. It's Scott Doman.
Doman making his 8th appearance, his second in this series. He picked up the win last night against the Red Sox, going 2/3 of an inning.
J.D. Drew at first base with 2 outs. Man, he's been quiet so far. A strikeout, a ground out, and a line out with 3 at-bats. All the at-bats against Edwin Jackson, who started tonight for the Rays. Swing and a miss. 92 on the fastball, and it was up. And this is the area the Rays feel like they're the most improved in, and that's the bullpen. Used to be, once you got the starter out of the game, the gates were wide open for teams. With leads in games, the Rays quickly saw them dissipate over the years, but they've been much improved so far through the first 25 contests of the year. 1-1 to Ramirez.
We'll see how that plays out as time goes on for the Tampa Bay Rays. Troy Percival down in the bullpen. Can he make it through a whole season healthy?
Outside 2-1 now to Manning. Trevor Miller started the inning for the Rays. He got Ellsbury to pop out. He struck out Pedroia. Then he walked J.D. Drew. So 2 outs and runner on. Enter Scott Doman, who's fallen behind Ramirez 2-1. Outside 3-1. Buchholz waiting on deck. The strike, and it's a full count.
Remaining full there on the 3-1 count. Got a breaking ball instead of a fastball. Actually, for Manny, this would have been a good breaking ball to hit. It's middle in.
Three and two, the count to Ramirez. And a time call. Riggins headed out to talk to Doman. It stops the cowbells for a minute. Payoff pitch to Ramirez. Strike 3 call. Doman comes on, gets Ramirez. We head for the bottom of the 8th. 1-0 Boston.
Some people buy the Toyota Tacoma because it's rugged. Some because it retains its value. A Tacoma could also save you thousands compared to similarly priced trucks, which many find appealing. But the vast majority of Tacoma owners are Tacoma owners because of a little thing called Toyota reliability. Should you buy a Tacoma? Ask someone you know who drives one. They're out there.
Be careful, Jimmy.
I'm fine, Mom.
I'm bored. Can you hear me now?
Good, because we're going to need 2 rooms with king-size beds and a spa treatment for my wife.
We test our network every day.
Spa treatment, honey.
So you get America's most reliable network, Verizon Wireless. This Mother's Day, get Mama Venus, or for just $99, get her a pink pearl.
Place your hand here. Can't feel the temperature-controlled air flowing from the lush leather? That's because there's only one place to experience the innovative details offered in the ES. Your Lexus dealer. Or you can lease the 2008 ES for $419 a month for 36 months with $35.19 due at signing.
Back at Tropicana Field with this game summary is brought to you by your local Lincoln Mercury dealers. Well, Clay Buchholz has been excellent tonight. 7 shutout innings so far for the Red Sox, striking out 7 batters. Since the first inning. So 94 pitches as Buchholz gets ready for the bottom of the 8th. It's Gabe Gross who leads it off. And it takes strike 1. That's what Buchholz has been doing. He's been throwing strikes all night.
Sure has. Since back in the first inning when he walked a couple of guys. I mean, that changed around quickly. Okajima, Papelbon in the bullpen.
Gross tonight is grounded out to first base. He's popped out to second. Swing and a miss has him down 0-2.
Again, that good shot curveball. You know, there's been just a few tonight that have kind of floated for him. Most of them have that good break to him.
Elevates that time 1-2 to Gross. Most pitches Buchholz has thrown in an outing is 103. He did that last time out in a 6-inning shutout effort of the Texas Rangers. Gross strikes out. It's 8 Ks for Buchholz.
So Veritek give the fastball away sign, and that's exactly where he gets that pitch. Fastball outside corner.
Buchholz, who is now retired 12 in a row. His first pitch strikes to 16 of the last 20 batters. The pinch hitter coming up here for Riggins, it'll be Deoner Navarro. Riggins had been 0 for 2. Navarro played in the game last night. Pinch hits with 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Keep in mind too, Buchholz has thrown a lot of pitches through 49 pitches through the first 3 innings. And 72 through the first 4 innings, but he has used a minimum number over the last 3+. There's 6 pitches in the 5th inning, 10 in the 6th, and 6 in the 7th. 1 down for Navarro. And it's a strike on the outside corner.
That's a good pitch there. You know, a guy coming off the bench, hasn't played. What's he looking for? Pitch, fastball. Instead he gets a change. Look at that pitches in the last 3. 6, 9, 6, and 5 total in this inning. Wow.
Navarro with a foul tip and is down 0-2.
Doesn't that kind of played into also what Buckholz said? You know, the first time around they're trying to see as many pitches as they can, and later on they're more aggressive against me.
He has made the adjustment tonight. And you'd have to say that this is his best outing since his no-hitter against the Baltimore Orioles. Tonight, a 1-hitter so far through 7 1/3. The 0-2. Navarro, wow, a very close pitch, takes the ball 1-2.
He actually shook off Veritek a couple of times in that he wanted to throw this curveball.
First time that Navarro has faced Buchholz. He does with 1 out here in the 8th. To right field. Ellsbury was deep. He'll one-hop it, trap it. And it's a 1-out single, a pinch hit single for Navarro. He was deep in right field.
Well, also, you know, a change up here, that one that stays up in the zone for Buchholz. Ellsbury actually makes a pretty good play to keep this ball in front of him. He wanted to try to make the catch, but then decided to back off and knocks it down and keeps Navarro at first base.
So a 1-out base runner now for the Rays. And Jason Bartlett coming up, who's 0 for 2. He struck out, grounded out. Bartlett takes ball 1. Breaks up a string of 13 in a row retired by Buchholz. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. 36,048 on hand tonight. 6,000 more than were here for the first game of the series. 36,048. A sellout here at Tropicana Field. Strike, and it's 1-2. Bartlett taking that time. Eight strikeouts on the night for Buchholz. His career high is 9. Did that in the no-hitter. It was 1-2. Bartlett fights it off.
See Barichick nodding his head after that last pitch. He wanted a fastball. They wanted to get in off the plate and try to jam Bartlett. He did get it there, and Bartlett fouls it off.
And 106. Well, it's a season high. 103 last time out. The 1-2. Bartlett sends a fly ball at crisp in center for out number 2.
What Buckholz has done all night long is he really has not got into any kind of rhythm or pattern that's going to allow these Tampa Bay hitters to know what he's doing. I mean, he's mixed his pitches up incredibly in this ball game tonight. All 3 of them. Occasional slider.
He's got 2 outs in the 8th inning. Navarro at first base, and it's the top of the order. Echewa, who has struck out, fly to the warning track in center field, and struck out again. Take strike 1. Echewa, when striking out last time in the 6th inning, called a foul tip into the catcher's mitt, and he argued with Dan Iasani. He felt the ball never touched the bat.
See, every out he's made tonight have been off-speed pitches, either change-ups or curveballs. So what does Buckholz do? Starts them off with a fastball.
See up top, and it's a ball and a strike. Navarro at first, 2 down here in the last of the 8th. Echewa to deep right field, down the line, and just like that, the Rays take a 2-1 lead. Buchholz outstanding through 7 2/3, but makes a mistake, and Echewa makes him pay.
Well, you know, I mentioned it, Don, that all night long he's been getting them out on breaking pitches, whether it be change-ups or curveballs. He starts them with a fastball, but as you get into the count, if you're Echewa, you got to think, look, he's got me out of off-speed pitches. He's going to keep trying to do that. Makes a mistake. That ball's supposed to be away. The curveball leaves it inside. Echewa with a 2-run home run.
Now Crawford with a swing and a miss.
And the question becomes, did they try to get too much out of Buchholz in this game? You had the lefty coming up, Echewa. You had Okajima in the bullpen.
Now Crawford fights it off foul, and it's 0-2.
And quite frankly, in my opinion, I didn't see any reason to take him out of the game. Still has great stuff. He just left that curveball inside, and I think Echewa in that at bat was looking for something off speed. That's how he's got him out all night long.
We saw the closer, Troy Percival, getting ready. Buchholz, Crisp, and Barichick expected in the 9th. A swing and a miss, and Buchholz able to strike out Crawford, but a 2-run home run for Echewa has Tampa Bay on top 2-1 now.
Attention homeowners, are you getting crushed by your adjustable rate mortgage? Visit TopDot.com today and lock into a low fixed interest rate. Right now, homeowners with less than perfect credit can qualify for an FHA-insured 30-year fixed rate, starting as low as 5.75%. Even better, call now and your credit score may not even be a factor. That's right, get a low 30-year fixed rate and your credit score may not even be a factor. Call the number on your screen or visit TopDot.com to find out your new interest rate for free.
Where to, fellas? No, wait, let me guess. Fine Arts Museum.
Actually, we're going to the game.
Yeah! Hope you brought some sunblock, boys, because I'm looking at an awful lot of pale skin back there.
Yeah, maybe we should get some shirts.
That's not a bad idea. You know, there's Olympia Sports right up around the corner.
Official, authentic, majestic, exclusive uniform supplier of Major League Baseball.
Ah, much better, boys.
And now we don't have to worry about spelling anymore.
That had to be taxing.
Get it at Olympia Sports.
The one luxury 4x4 that started it all still leads the way. Now Jeep Grand Cherokee offers the industry's first and only lifetime powertrain warranty, plus 5-star crash test ratings and an available voice-activated MyGate infotainment system. The one, the only Jeep Grand Cherokee, the #1 selling SUV in the Northeast. Well-qualified returning lessees can get a low-mileage lease on a Grand Cherokee Laredo 4x4 for $299 a month.
KFC Famous Bowls, freshly prepared with our home-style mashed potatoes, layered with sweet corn, all-white meat, crispy chicken, and topped with our signature gravy and 3-cheese blend. Life tastes better with KFC.
I want to blister the ball so bad, it stays out of the sun for a few days. Major League Baseball 2K8. Rated everyone. I said 2K.
Clay Buchholz surrenders the 2-run home run for Akinori Iwamura after keeping the Rays at bay. There's 7 2/3 innings. Iwamura able to hit his first home run of the year. And it happened quickly, so what Madden did is he sent Doman out to warm up. Didn't have a chance to get Percival ready after Doman's warm-up tosses. He now gets word that Percival's ready to go. So Madden headed out to take Doman out. And we'll have the pitching change here to start things in the ninth. When we come back, Buchholz, Crisp, and Varitek will try it. Red Sox trail 2-1.
I'm here at the bank to find out why all these people are laughing. Are they crazy? He made $150,000 from home. She made $6,000 last week. She'll make $175,000 this year. Sure, they're crazy. Crazy like a fox, because they've all made great money with their own home-based businesses. You could be your own boss, work your own hours, and bring in the dollars you deserve, all from the comfort of home. Just log on to this website and get your success kit. You'll learn how to start a home-based business and live the lifestyle you've been dreaming of. You'll also get this free guide that can show you how to put thousands of dollars in tax savings into your pocket.
The Fox is right. I pulled in big money last week.
I make more now than I did working full-time.
The Fox was right. It's easy.
Crazy? I don't think so. Log on now to get your success kit.
Boston Red Sox baseball on Nesson is brought to you by your New England Ford dealers, Dunkin' Donuts, your New England Toyota dealers, Olympia Sports, the official sporting goods retailer of the New England Sports Network, your New England Lincoln Mercury dealers, Foxwoods Resort Casino, Subaru Outback, and by Southwest Airlines. Top half of the ninth inning, Iwamura's 2-run home run has Tampa Bay on top 2-1. Troy Percival into the game.
Well, what a story this is. Percival retired from baseball, spent last year as a minor league coach in the Angel organization, wanted to come back and play, and he's 4 for 4 in save opportunities for the Rays. All-star in 96, 98, 99, and 2001.
The story kind of paralleling that of Gabe Kapler, who did the same thing last year, managing in the Red Sox system and been off to an incredible start with the Brewers. And the Red Sox, who led since the 5th inning, now have to try to play catch up as they trail by a run in the 9th. Buchholz will face Troy Percival for the first time.
That's interesting, Don. To me, Buckholz's stuff tonight was all as good as in the no-hitter that he threw back at Fenway Park. And his confidence, I think, was even higher than, he was scared to death in that no-hitter, obviously.
Buchholz takes ball 1.
Red Sox basically have been very, very quiet offensively. The 1 run, and that coming on an infield hit by Jacoby Ellsbury.
The center field, B.J. Upton, is there, and there's 1 down.
They're probably still thinking of the location of that curveball to Echewa, which was left inside. And he had a good one all night long.
1 down in the 9th, and Coco Crisp 1 for 3 in the game tonight. He scored the only run the Red Sox have, and has never had a hit against Troy Percival. Fly ball down the left field line. Crawford was towards left center, comes over and makes the catch. 2 down on 2 fly ball outs here in the 9th.
The Red Sox very aggressive too here against Bristol. Not even give him a chance to throw many pitches. Both fastballs he's thrown have been about 90, 91 miles an hour.
2 down for Veritek, who has returned to the Red Sox starting lineup. Flied out in the 2nd, struck out in the 5th, walked in the 7th. 1 for 5 against Percival. Veritek also swinging at the first pitch and fouls it outside of first. They're not waiting around.
No, surprise, a little bit surprised.
They've been using him a lot. He pitched in 4 consecutive games in 5 days. Just a week ago, and that's why he was unavailable last night after 3 straight games. He's thrown only 4 pitches, and he's got 2 outs here in the 9th. Veritek fouls it off, and it's 0-2. That time he got it up to 94. The hardest he's thrown since coming in. To the count, 2 down in the 9th. Looking away and Veritek not chasing.
The only reason the Red Sox took a pitch is because Percival made him. I thought that pitch so far out of the zone.
Two outs, 9th inning. And a 1-2 pitch to Veritek. 2-2. Jason 0-2. It's a full count. Jed Lowry waits on deck. But first, a bit of business here between Troy Percival and Jason Varitek. Varitek strikes out, and the Rays take the first 2 games of this 3-game series against the Red Sox. The new closer in Tampa Bay has a 1-2-3 ninth inning and a frustrating loss for Clay Buchholz and the Red Sox as the Rays come away with the 2-1 win. WB Mason's extra innings is right around the corner, so stay with us. Jerry and I will be back here at the Trop after this.
When you're ready for fun, Southwest Airlines has your fare. Fly to lots of fun places nationwide for as low as $59 one way.
You are now free to move about the country.
In the world where power and torque rule, Tundra just drove off with Motor Trend's 2008 Truck of the Year crown. And right now, you could save thousands with Tundra's first ever 0% financing for 60 months, or lease for just $289 a month for 36 months. Tundra by Toyota. Designed, engineered, assembled, and proven in America. Hurry, these offers end April 30th.
Leaders do not follow. They pave the way. Never settling for second place or second rate. They glorify the grime and dirty fingernails that are part of the cars that make men roar and drive women wild. Can you smell that? That's 100+ years of wheels spinning inside their heads as they figure out the next big first.
Play of the game is brought to you by Foxwoods Resort Casino, and in the bottom of the 8th inning, Akinori Iwamura gets a curveball from Clay Buckholz, and that 2-run home run is the difference in the ball game, spoiling a great outing for Buckholz.
I have to say that this is his best outing since his no-hitter against the Baltimore Orioles. Tonight, a 1-hitter so far through 7 1/3. The 0-2. Navarro. Wow. A very close pitch. Takes the ball 1-2.
He actually shook off Varitek a couple of times in that he wanted to throw this curveball.
First time that Navarro has faced Buchholz. He does with 1 out here in the 8th. To right field. Ellsbury was deep. He'll one-hop it, trap it. And it's a 1-out single, a pinch hit single for Navarro. He was deep in right field.
Now also, you know, a change up here, that one that stays up in the zone for Buckholz. Ellsbury actually makes a